Let's do this is right. What's up, Paul? Welcome along and welcome in, one and all, to the conclusion of this lovely epic that we've been playing. What's up? What's up? I'm not going with the hoods and the robes tonight. I'm sorry. Because quite frankly, I needed to do a wash of laundry, so I couldn't commit to that. But let's get this down just a little bit. Just bring it down a little so we can hear a little. There. I'm all business tonight. Yeah, that's right, Paul. Oh, it feels better. It feels better having a layout that I know will not cause some lag. So I did a lot of thinking after the last time we had some technical issues, and I got to the source of some of the problems. There's a lot more that I got to work out before I go with an overlay pack, but that's okay. That's okay. It's learning curve, man. Learning curve. So, how you doing tonight, man? How are you? How is everyone over in your neck of the woods? I'm glad to have you, as always. And we're ready to do this thing tonight. Take care of the end of Final Fantasy for NES, one of my childhood faves. We're good over here enjoying the warmer weather. What about me? Yeah, that's right. Same thing. Kids got out today. We got to bikes were being ridden and rollerblades and all that was good. And it's just optimism in the air. There's a lighter sense coming over. Like, we're coming out of this long winter, coming out of this pandemic season, starting to move towards a trajectory that's nice. So optimism is it. Yeah. So hopefully we're feeling better about that. Hey, couple updates for the channel. A couple of things that I've been just thinking about, and I was a little on tilt after last broadcast because I really was bummed that we didn't have the overlay pack working, but got to learn a lot. So we're marching steadily towards our follower goal of 75 for March, right up here. So thanks to everyone that has followed recently. Appreciate Discord team Level Up has been very supportive, and I'm very thankful for them bringing me into that community. And I've met a lot of nice people in there and starting to learn what that's about. So appreciate that. And our sub goal is going way better than I thought it would. So thank you all to that. And hey, we're going to get one more of those because if we finish tonight, when we finish tonight, someone gets a gift sub for hanging in there with us. So I appreciate all of you guys trekking through this, epic saga with us as we've gone through it. It's been bumpy. It's been rocky. But we've done it together. And by together, I mean me sitting here and you sitting wherever you are. But thank you for going through it with me. So, with our final installment, our final look at what we're playing tonight is Final Fantasy. Now, I myself have a slight introduction that I can read to us, even though I'm not robed and I'm not in full sort of character like that. I feel it's appropriate to get us started with this. The time is nigh. Our light warriors have vanquished the fiends of earth, fire, and water. And now they stand on the precipice of fulfilling their destiny and restoring order to the world. Their final foe sits in the air fortress, the fiend of wind, Tiamat. At his ouster, the world will finally know peace. Thank you one and all for joining as we begin the final leg of Final Fantasy, which proves to be anything but final in that there are 15 more games after this one. So let us go and begin our journey as we fade out the new school good music, and we fade in the old school 8-bit. Here we are. We're ready. We are ready. So last we left it, where the heck are we? We finished... Oh, that's right. I got Excalibur. That was a pretty exciting one. And let's see here. Can I get a little volume out of this? Oh, I got a little lag there. That's fine. We'll work off of that. So I've got my items that are going to be casting some spells. And I've got my... Do I have heal potions? Let's go ahead and get those. Nope. Need to buy a bunch of those. So as we buy heal potions, I am going to be... So I'm going to break down a little bit of what happened this last time. So if you guys recall, if you guys were with us last time, you saw that when I started up the stream, it kind of froze on my face mid-blink. I kind of looked like this on your screen for a long time. And that was because I just had way too much stuff going on before I loaded this thing up, and my frames per second tanked like GameStop at noon yesterday. So I've been breaking it down. I've been looking at the different elements and looking at what it takes to actually make sure that I can keep that all balanced. And we've got a couple solutions in place. Ultimately, it looks like the video backgrounds that I had, these animated backgrounds for the transitions, was just way too much for my my stream to handle. So if I just ditched those elements, it's possible that I could still use most of that overlay pack if I want to. But I got to take a lot more time testing that out. So that to look forward to. It was really good though. In the Discord today, I looked at some of the different spots that there were to post things and post questions and things. And one of them just said stream goals or your goals or something. I thought that was it just hit me today that I needed to do something in there, because as we've done this, it's been a little over a month, probably like 5-6 weeks now that we've done this. And it's gone great, I think. We've hit affiliate. We're getting more comfortable with how this works, understanding what we can and can't do technologically, and starting to meet some people, and really enjoy just getting to know some people and all of that. So it's going really well, and we continue to learn with it. But our goals, I think, aside from our follower goals and sub goals, which already have been delivered on past what I thought would be happening. The stream goal, like what do we want for this? And some of the things that we got brewing in the works is, I am going to be looking to upgrade the webcam and the microphone that I have. So what I got now, when we decided to do this, I decided I want to go most economical route. We'll go just a simple headset, like $25, and then simple webcam, just so I could get something up and running to work with. But I have seen, as I look around Twitch and look around streams, one of the things I really appreciate about some setups is just how clean and crisp the audio is. And that's accomplished not really with a headset, because these are just designed for like Zoom calls and stuff. It's not terrible. It's not what it's mainly designed for. So like a really nice USB plug-in mic is one that I'm looking forward to getting to get that crisper audio. And then a bit better webcam, just to make sure I don't, blow my frames per second as far as stream speed goes, and get something that's a little bit nicer, because that cleaner audio and video for those, I think, is worth it for you, and hopefully enhances your guys' experience of watching. So that's one of our goals that we're going to shoot for, and I think the stimulus was passed into law today, so we'll go ahead and use some of what comes in from that for maybe for investing in this. And then personally, my goal now, I'm starting to realize as a streamer, as one who is, sitting in front of this camera for 3 hours potentially, and has to be the one to kind of guide better quality Nate. There's no such thing, Paul. Right here, what you get, that's primo. So I'm hoping that as we do this more and more, and as I continue to get the feel for this and understand all of the elements and feel a little bit more second nature of how to produce something like this, that I can be much more focused on the chat and on you guys, so that I can get to know you guys and get to talk to you and learn about some of the games that you enjoy and that kind of stuff. So hopefully over the next month, I think I'm setting a goal to really try to be able to balance doing the chat, balance doing the gameplay, and make stuff that really you find like you're a part of this. Because I don't want it to be just a show. I want it to be more of I hate this word. This is the next buzzword, but a community, right? Everyone's been saying that lately. That's the new narrative. Everyone loved saying narrative a whole bunch and still does. But community now is that new word that gets thrown around all the time. But truly, I want it to be a mutual experience, something that we're all doing together. And with that, we are ready to move along. Let's see what we got. Got a couple of softs. Heals are full. Houses, tents, pures. Okay. We have one job. Well, actually, no, we don't. We have to go and get a couple of spells, I think, first. What magic do we have? We have life 2. We need nuke. And then I need to go get some other... I got enough for 2 right now. So I'm going to go get nuke for my black wizard. And then I'm going to go and take care of a couple other level 8 spells. Narrative is the new narrative. Not wrong there. Not wrong there. I'd argue if I could. Can't argue. Can't argue with that. Okay. Back down to Life Fiend so we can grab another spell. And I think right now I am just in the mood to level as much as I can here. Which is, I think, a pretty solid play. Because I think I need to be around like high level 20s, level 30. Excalibur's first use. Love it. I got to be around like high level 20, level 30 before I'm going to be able to finish this game, I think. So might as well just level as much as I can right now. Solid attacks. That works. What else is going on? What's going on in people's lives? Going back to what you said earlier, I'm definitely feeling more optimistic these days. It's been nice out. We're headed towards the spring. People are getting the vaccine. It's almost the weekend, etc. I agree, man. I agree. It really is. It feels lighter. It just feels lighter. It feels like it felt like it's been winter for a year. And it's dissipating now. And it's starting to loosen up a little bit. Spirits are higher. Just in general, I get that sense. Maybe it's, I don't want to assume that everyone feels the way I do. That would be pretty proud of me. But I think for the most part, there is some optimism, some hope sitting there. So yeah, I definitely feel it too. And it's nice to finally feel optimistic as opposed to dreading the unending sort of ambiguous time that we'll all be stuck inside and doing everything remotely and things like that. Nearing the end of this, hopefully. All right, let's get to Life Fiend and let's finish these losers. And then we've got to make sure that we pull in. Oh, that's one thing I didn't even mention. So on top of that, at 10:30 tonight, and I'm going to try to put a little... actually, you know what? I got to put it out to the group now. I'm going to let them know that we're live. I totally forgot to let our Facebook group know that we are live right now. But we're going to go ahead and poll the audience, whoever's here at 10:30, to decide what game we are playing next. Last stream, we decided it was going to be a Sega game. And at this point, we're going to stick to that. There we go. And at this point, we're going to stick to that. But what we want to do is decide between 2 titles. So I looked over the Sega game list today, and I think I have a leaning of one I'd like to do, but I want to get everyone's input. I'm going to put this between 2 titles, Streets of Rage 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Both of them top 10s in the Sega list that we have posted on the About. And I think both of them have a lot of value in entering into first as the Sega title that we play. Streets of Rage 2, what I will say is we're going to attempt on hard and mania mode. which is unlockable if you get through it on hard mode. So that could be fun. Sonic 2, we're going to demand that I have to get all the Chaos Emeralds and turn into Super Sonic, which is kind of a fun feature as well. So we're going to aim to do both of those things with either game that we play. So keep that in mind. We're going to do that around 10:30 tonight. All right, we got Nuke. Moving right along. That is the Super Fire spell that our Black Wizard can now cast. An absolutely necessary spell for when we fight through the rest of this game. So, let me get to that. Yeah, 2 great ones. I think so. I tend to think they are indeed great. Go ahead and just rip these guys. Lightning sometimes takes care of these, which is nice. All right, let's tell the group that we are online. We're live. Gonna get them on here. Stitch that thumbnail because that looks silly. There we go. I think that's it. Bam. All right, all right. Moving right along. Posting it there now? I just did, Paulie. Don't you worry, buddy. But thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in, one and all. We are in our final pursuit now. Sky! Dude, what's up, Sky? Welcome back, sir. Sky So Fly was rocking some Ocarina of Time randomizer recently when I saw him. Oh, okay. Narrow Eclipse. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that, Sky. I'm gonna check that out. I'm just getting familiar with Discord. Another streamer on here, Initial D, who has been really solid. Just building a really supportive community. That's been my first exposure to Discord. I've really enjoyed it. I'm understanding it a little more now. So I really appreciate that too, Sky. That's great. Thank you. I'm at this point, I feel equipped to take you up on that, because before I would have had no idea what I was doing. But thanks. Taking it all one day at a time. That's the way we got to do it. That's the way we got to do it. Oh, get yourself in trouble. You try to go further than one day at a time. Hello, Almighty Zay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome into the Kramer Carpool, as you saw there. One of my favorites. If you tell me Seinfeld's not as good as Friends, we're going to have a debate. Just letting you know. This channel, we're Seinfeld friendly. We don't hate on Friends, if that's your show, but we're Seinfeld friendly here. Just letting you know. But thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for the follow. Feel free to drop in and tell me a little something about yourself. Almighty Zay, coming from the Level Up Discord. Thank you, sir. I was just saying how what a positive experience it's been. It was my first time on Discord at all. I'd never done it. I'd never known what it was or how it functioned, and I've had nothing but a positive experience from it. I've appreciated Initial's setup of it, all the mods, Simple Mom, everybody. Just all the help that they provide. It really takes a little bit of the edge off of feeling like you're on an island doing this. So I appreciate you coming by, man. Thank you. Just if you, I don't know how old you are, Almighty, but this guy's a relic right here. This is from when I was a child, and we've got to finish this guy up tonight. So I hope. Oh yeah, they've been doing that for a lot of folks. It looks like. I'm gonna turn my mic down a little bit. Yeah, they've been the support that people get, the help and the viewership. It's palpable, man. They are very, and they stand by what they say when they say they rally to support people who are getting to that level, which is great. Yeah, Paul's in that too. Paul, I gotta tell you, man, I think you may have to look into starting your own channel and doing something too, because you got a lot of people who know you, and you're not providing that content that we know that it would just be spicy. What's up, J Poke baby? Welcome to the stream. JPB, I love to see you in here, man. Thank you. Welcome back. How is the fam? How's everybody doing over in JPBville? As I grab... Stop? No, forget it. I'm getting Nope, I don't want this. I want white magic for this. Because the best white magic out of this is wall, which is blanket protection for everyone from all magic. And I need that bad. Okay. I don't know that I actually need any other level 8 magic, because all I would ever use is nuke. Family as well. That's good. Love to hear it. We're going... Only 24. Okay. Almighty Zay, let me tell you something. Young buck. Okay? This guy was when I was like 7 years old, something like that. And I would get in here and rock this game out with my dad. He was the one that showed me at first. And I had no idea. Honestly, I had the same critique of it originally the first time, which is what my mother said, which is like, why aren't those guys actually hitting the guy that they're attacking? That was the biggest hang up I had on this game. But this is my first exposure really to RPGs. Came out in 1990 and was one of the first games that we got for Nintendo when our family ended up getting one. So that was this was it. This was what we learned on. We had Zelda 2 and we had Final Fantasy, and that's what we did. So what games are you into, Almighty Zay? Which ones are you? I assume you're a streamer also. I want to go check you out. What are the titles that you like to get in on and categories you like to play in? Because I'm finding out that retro actually includes games that are much, much more recent than this one. And it doesn't require going and playing games that are 35 years old to be considered retro anymore. Look at J-Poke Baby with his milk badge up there. That's a man who subbed this channel. PS2 is retro. I know. That level. Are you kidding? Xbox 360 is now retro because it's 15 years old. I think 15 years is the cut. So, and 2005, 2006 is when that came out. So that's what we're looking at right now, Paul. We are getting old. You're absolutely correct. But one thing I like about retro games, man, I get older and they get older too. That's just what happens. Here it is. Call of Duty, Apex, Dead by Daylight, Dragon Ball Fighters, MK. I play a lot, my guy, to be honest. All right, well, that's good. That's good. Broad reach of all sorts of different games. That's great. That's great. I've been learning a little bit about that. I actually asked something on the Discord today about that. Like, is there a good strategy for streaming in multiple categories? Because I've heard a couple of different theories on that. Yeah, you stream yourself. Okay, good. What are you doing? What's this 15 ... What's up, Darth Nelder? Holy crap, 360 is 25 years old now. 15. Yeah. Darth Nelder, welcome to the stream, buddy. It's nice to see you. That made my day when you were like, seeing you, like jumping on this stream makes your day better. I am glad that is the case. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm feeling a little lighter today. I'm not on tilt from having bad lag issues. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit better experience for everybody tonight. As we are trying to get through this air fortress once and for all and take down Time-At. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. Ah! Sorry. Bad lighting on the porch. Oh, so we're making our way back up to the air fortress. All we did last time was just try to swing in there, grab the adamant, and get Excalibur. No, Blue Moon. No, actually, I am... Well, number one, I'm out of beer. But second, I actually... No Evan Williams either. I'm totally out. Totally out right now. But I went out last night to hang out with a couple of friends I hadn't seen in a long time, and we had a couple of oat sodas out there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off for a little bit. You get a lot of viewers and a lot of combos to spark up. I highly suggest it because it helps you get followers. Sorry, I missed something. Oh, okay, like spreading around to different categories and different games. Yeah, there's a couple different streams of thought. I don't know. One of the guys that I was listening to said something to the effect of, changing categories a lot. You can expose yourself to a lot of different categories, but then someone that comes and sees you, if they expect you to play that game for a while, might see you once and then you change games and then they don't come back. So I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'm sure it's different for everyone depending on what we're doing. With retro, you got to do that because retro covers such a broad variety of games, and a lot of the games don't take very long to finish. So it's kind of a different beast But some of these games now are so open world and long that, you know, like Minecraft, for example, you just play forever. That's all it is. Or whatever else. Call of Duty's a big one. Online multiplayer is big. So, yeah, it's weird. I found, what is it too? I think it's called Twitch Tracker is a website that kind of gets some analytics about who's streaming what on here. As far as number of streamers in a category and ways to kind of pull analytics that help you understand how to get a good reach and stuff. Oh, the new Tecmo. All right, let me see. What's the new Tecmo Super Bowl challenge? It's been waiting in lurk. You know, it's been in lurk mode because I've had to sit here and grind through this game. I think Bo's ready. I think Bo's legs are ready again. And I think he's a little mad that he underperformed last time. And I think Bo 10K might have to be changed. Oh, man, hey, do me a favor, Paul. Can you go ahead and block that guy for me? Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But I appreciate that bot coming to the stream. Thank you so much. Thanks, bot. Tell me something about yourself. How'd you find us? Yo, Racadactylus! Welcome in, sir. How are you, sir? Racadactylus, a repeat attendee to our lovely little gathering here on Tuesday and Thursday nights. I also think Bo is ready. It's time, isn't it? It's time, I think, for Bo to dust off, put his hip back in place, and get after it. I mainly play Apex, so when I play something else, my mods and true fans stay, but other people tend not to watch, which is okay because you might get a couple followers playing the game. Yeah, I get it. It all depends on your strategy, I think, too, or maybe your longer-term goal of, like, you know, what is it that I'm really aiming to achieve? Am I just trying to get kind of exposure and be exposed to a lot of people? Am I aiming to kind of play to, you know, different groups? It all those decisions. I like the strategy and the thought process that goes into those decisions. I think it makes it unique each time. Which is like, what up, AKA D? AKA, how are you? Thank you for coming. Another level up Discord member out here showing some love. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate you coming by. This game is old. It is old. There is no other way around it. By the way, there's a Ron Burgundy right there. It's boring, but it's a part of my life. That was a character I was asked to play at work. For like it was so stupid. It was like a corporate gig that they wanted me to play a character that was like based on Ron Burgundy from Anchorman. So it's like, oh, it's boring. But you know, I love to just drink scotch and eat waffles and of course buy new suits. Stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, you're AKA Level Up Discord member. I've seen some of your stuff. I saw that you were live earlier. I wanted to get on, and my new job is all like, don't go on Twitch. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm trying the best I can to come and check out everybody that's going and all of that stuff. So bear with me. But man, a lot of good support from the Discord, and I've been very pleased with that experience so far with how it's been. Oh my. Paulie's our mod for tonight. Everyone say hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. Kind of like a kindergarten teacher. Hi, Paul. Do I need to heal up? Do I got any losers? Oh, not Lanny. She's hurting. Let's all heal Lanny here. Because I got about to fight a pretty vicious dragon right now. Hi, Paul. There it is. Mikey Want Wingy, welcome into the stream, my friend. As we all say hi, Paul. Oh, and Paulie, giving the oh yeah. Oh, what are we going to do here? We're going to die. That's what we're going to do here. This is a mess. Okay. This is the one, everybody. Sky and Racadactylus. Twins. Twin brothers, according to Sky. Oh, look at those finny bears. Oh, look at all this. Look at this display of emotion. This is what it's all about, folks. Everybody just loving and hugging. Hugging and loving. I haven't been able to get on a Phenomenon stream lately. Yeah, they do show nothing but support. You're right, AK. I haven't been able to get on to Phenomenon stream lately. If you like those little bear emotes that you see coming from Rakadactylus and Sky, those are from Phenomenon, who has also been super supportive. So he dropped into our stream. He dropped into our stream when we were before affiliate level, just starting out. We were playing Super Mario World for Super Nintendo, and he had his group come in and basically just kind of like offline raid our stream in a sense. So he took a group of people and were just like checking out retro channels, trying to find people that were streaming. They stumbled upon us. And the way he put it, he's like, and this poor guy, he's just sitting there with his one friend. You know, he's got no prospects, nothing on the horizon. So we felt terrible for him, and we all followed him. and I'm not too proud to say that was very impactful for me, and it was nice to meet Rakadactylus and Sky from that, and Lanny and Phenomenon, and so anyway, it was nice to get that. It gave me the boost. All that kind of stuff gives you a boost. And that was a cool thing that they were doing, just checking out people who were just starting out to... Am I hurting? What's going on? Am I poisoned or something? Okay, I'm alright. Let's go find out what's in here. That's how you start out. I need a friend. I do need a friend. Anyone that knows me knows I need a friend. That's not uncommon for people who know me. They're like, man, Nate could really use someone. He's really in trouble. Yeah, it has been positive. It has been. I've enjoyed it. I will be your friend. Rakadactylus, will you be my friend? I am your friend. Okay? So you better saddle up, because it's true. Hey, Saber's lost again. J-Poke Baby, I might have to put a ban on Saber's talk. I might make the Sabers a curse word in our chat, so that it can't be said. Let's get all the elementary school up in here. That's right. Hey, want to be friends? Check a box. Yes, no, maybe. One of those. Yeah, 5-2. They're losing every time. Oh, this guy's even worse than the bad man. He's an evil man. It's really that's unseemly. Excalibur took him out, though. That's my guy. Oh, thanks for following Rakadactylus. You're a speedrunner, my man, right? Speedrunning. Rakadactylus, remind me what you speedrun again. I'm forgetting off the top of my head. You had said you're waiting on stuff. Is your video card? Yeah, that's what it was. You needed your video card sorted out. Are we still struggling with that? We still trying to figure that out? Also, I was looking down at the list of the top 100 on here. I am really looking forward to playing Chrono Trigger for the first time. I have never played it, and everyone that talks about how good it is, and it's certainly thought of highly by IGN, even though some people have varying opinions on how good they are. But I am really looking forward to playing that one. I guess it's got different endings based on choices you make in the game. It's got a lot of variability in there, kind of like a trailblazer of a game for the first time. A friend of mine sent me a spare video card he has laying around. Should be here Friday. Well, that'll be good. Friday? It is almost Friday. That's a good day. That's a lot of gum. Sorry, every now and then sporadic Seinfeld quotes will just shoot out of my mouth. I apologize for that. That's a lot of gum. Speedy running this weekend. Well, I hope for the best for you. Hopefully you get your delivery. Level up! Team level up! Oh, I wasn't even going for that. But that was pretty good. Level 24. That's not bad. Hydrate myself. I should. Should I take a break? You know what? Hold for just a second. I'm going to go get me some water. Guys, I lied. I didn't get water. I got a Coors Light. Take a look at that. How crisp. And we're moving on. Oh, lots of loot in here. Oh yeah. No, Racco, I was saying I went out and had a couple of oat sodas with friends of mine yesterday. So I am past my I'm past my limit of what I need for this week. So we're gonna go ahead and go with water as Oh, on top of that, let's just hold up a second, because Initial D is all like swole and stuff, and he's going to the gym and he's talking about drinking water. So now I'm all feeling guilty about things on that Discord, and sometimes he's like, "Oh, let's post gym pics," and I'm like wiping the potato chip crumbs off of my chest and stuff. I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll just drop those in there." That ain't gonna happen. This is the closest I'm getting to the gym. Oh snap! The Coors people. I know they probably are. I don't think you're wrong, Mikey. Oh my gosh. Alienating Coors. But you know what? Oh, alienating Yoshi people. I would totally sub right now, but my Twitch payout doesn't hit until tomorrow-ish. I want that founder badge. Well, Sky, that's okay. Because guess what? We're going to be here. And I really appreciate even the sentiment. It's a pleasure even to be considered. Honestly, it's an honor just to be nominated. And I appreciate it. All right, let's heal up. Giant sack of losers. What else is going on out there? Come on. Optimism Thursday. It's Friday tomorrow. It's been warmer all over the East Coast. I got outside today. Oh, it was so nice. It's amazing the difference that 50 or 60 degrees will do over 40 or 30 when you're dealing with that for 6 months plus. I know. Outside? We do that now? Is it safe? Probably not. Everything's going to kill us, apparently. Still snow on the ground here. Sky, where are you located? Because we have snow and ice on the ground too, but the last couple of days have melted off a lot of it. Unless you're in like 3 locations. Yo! Thank you very much. What was that? What just happened? Paul, you gifted... Oh, look at that. Look at our boy Paulie there. Look at him. Baller. His name's not Paul. It's Baller Paul. Thank you, Paul. Lanny, Lanny. Sky, you enjoy that. You enjoy that 30 days of ad-free viewing on our lovely home here at twitch.tv/retronate716. I know, man. Seriously, 2 million people a day. That's incredible. 60 in Chicago. That's what I'm talking about. Give us that temperature. Chicago, aka. I have stopped at. I've seen. It doesn't count if I've only seen Chicago's airport, right? That doesn't count. Oh, New Hampshire, yeah. Sky, you and I, man, we're northeast. Buffalo, New York. Here, we get as much snow as there is, pretty much. And I'm actually in the lighter area of Buffalo that doesn't get as much as some others. So even people within Buffalo, they're like, "Oh, you got it easy. We got 19 feet yesterday." Oh, did you? Okay. Heel helmet. Got it. Now we're ready. He's got the heel helmet. Pro ring is fine. I can drop that. I don't care about that. I think we're ready. Is that everything? Best pizza in Chicago? Oh, here you go. Wait. Now I got to catch up here now. There's that many. That's awesome. Yeah, 2 million. Bills. You know I'm a Bills fan. And they just signed Milano today. Yeah, that's right. Jay Polk is going to be the one that ridicules me about Snowfall because he's a South Towner. They signed Matt Milano today. I did not think that they were going to get him, and I did not think that they were going to be that he was going to be ready to take a pay cut basically to be here, because I think on the market he definitely would have done much better than he did. Probably more in the range of what they were saying, like 15 million-ish a year. So he probably gave up a bit per year, but it's a really solid deal for us. I still want to see some sort of pass rush linebacker that can mix in or play on the other side or something. We need some other element to that, but man, he's a really nice piece to have in place if we're gonna have that. If we're gonna have that in place for 4 more years. John Brown leaving, you know, nothing but the best for him. We didn't miss him as much late last year. Gabe Davis slides in nice. AKA, you got to answer Mikey because he needs to know where that pizza is. He needs to know where that pizza is. And you can't say Uno because I think that's Cheney. We can't have that. But Mike's the type that's going to be traveling, so he's going to need some help knowing where that pizza lies. So help a man out if you get a chance. Milano will count only 7 against the cap this year. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, I was super shocked when they announced the deal. I got a text about it from a friend of mine, and immediately I wanted to know the terms because I wanted to see kind of what it meant in terms of the keeping the core together. And when I saw the figure, I was like, oh, they did this because they can still build this team with that number. So very cool. All right, we've effectively looted that place. Let's move to the next. Let's see how many slots we got here. So I'm fine on this. He can cast Bane. Yo! Nev's 80! Nev's 80! What's up, man? Welcome to the stream and thank you for the gift sub. See you do, Soul. You gave him that sub? Thank you. Look at the love showing out here. Racco with that. Giordano's Pizzeria. Giordano's. You hear that, Mikey? What a pop it. Look at Nev's 80 busting through the door. Just, pew. What's up, man? I've had Lou Maynard's and thought I'd reached Nirvana. Mikey likes his pizza. I'm just saying. Hey, peeps. What's up, Nevs? Thanks for the gift sub. Thank you for the love. Coming on in. Coming on in. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. We're gonna make it happen. I'm so excited. Right, Paul? I'm so scared. Jesse Spano. It's a perfect impression. Perfect. Okay. I wish I was a football fan, but I root for the Jaguars. So that's out of the question. Oh, you poor bastard. Opal Gauntlet. We gave you Doug Marone. I apologize for that. Yeah, that wasn't our best moment, giving you Doug Marone. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Best of luck ending chaos. JPB, everybody say bye, Jay. Bye, Jay Poke, baby. I know what I signed up for. You know who likes, Terrell Suggs, Mikey Want Wingy. That's a good story, my friend. When he just walked in after they smoked us. The Beholder right now? We just found that out? Is that right? Is this the Beholder? So that they didn't get copyright infringement or something? Oh no. Oh good. Yeah, I should be protected against all that stuff. Bye Jay. How do you feel about the Bears this year? Are you a Trubisky fan? Who is? Other than maybe his mother. Is Mitch Trubisky's mother a Trubisky fan? Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is coming, that's true. Because the Jets outjetted themselves and blew their chance at him, which was really nice to see. And as a Bills fan, that made me so happy that it happened. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I gotta have some more of this Coors. Oh. Woo! We got a little party up in here. I appreciate all you guys chatting with me. It makes it go so much easier for myself than having to come up with things to say. And anyone who's listening to me does not want to hear me talk off the cuff. Has anyone gotten a worse deal than Allen Robinson? Oh, did he get franchised, right? I think he got franchised. Oh, you're not an Urban fan. Neither am I. I'm not an Urban Meyer fan. I think Mikey's a big Urban Meyer fan. Let's keep an eye out for that, huh? I'd say that kidding. Anti-Gator growing up. I got you. All right, so you know when it says like when you chat, like be respectful and all that stuff. You start talking about college football and Mikey might start being disrespectful because I think he's a big college football fan. My Bears need to target Wilson or Trubisky, who... yeah, Mitch Trubisky. What trash. Sorry, he's no good at all. My Bears need to target Wilson or Watson. They've never had a career QB. You're right. Trubisky was a bad pick. Nick Foles was a bad signing. They also got Mike Glennon before that. That wasn't great. We're wasting Khalil Mack's prime. You're welcome for Khalil Mack. I was personally integral in being a city where he went to college. So, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. They've never... What's the closest you guys have had to a, like, franchise QB? Harbaugh in the 90s. Tom Zach. Jim Miller. Cutler? Is that the closest you get? Yeah, Cutler's it. Probably. Probably is. Well, we'll see. I've heard that Wilson is like... Wilson's... What? He's leaning Bears, maybe? Is this where I got the adamant? I think it is. Yeah, Cutler's probably the one. I think that's right. Oh, I have bad news, guys. I need to make sure I let you guys know this. I finished all the Girl Scout cookies that we ordered. That got delivered 3 days ago. Got 4 boxes of them. Personally took care of 2 of them myself. So, we're going to go ahead and turn a new leaf and have water. And hope that drinking 1 glass of water will effectively reverse the effects of 2 boxes of cookies personally consumed by myself. I mean, Watson would be the better to get, a lot younger, agreed. Probably the better player, too. That's close. Depends on your style of play, but I think he's the better player. We'd need to give up some picks. Of course you would. I'm a bit of a mess, but Mike just randomly enjoying being... Oh, watch Penn State. And in relation to being pretty scary. I got you. Trying to come down to my old... That's good. That's good, Mike. Sometimes you just got to take it in, you know? We got to get to the age in our older age when we can just go, something like that. Yeah, Watson's great. Did we hear about, where were we? Me and a couple of friends of mine we were going on trips regularly to see road Bills games, and it was right after Watson was drafted, I think. But we were talking to somebody in a city where we were watching a Bills game that we had gone and traveled to go see. Maybe it was Cincinnati? Might have been Cincinnati, might have been Atlanta. Might have been Atlanta, because I was 17, I think. And it was right after Watson got drafted, and someone in Atlanta was telling us just what a good guy he was. They knew him at Clemson, and just a class act, and so good. And we were pretty darn jealous, I think, at the time, because we saw how good he was so quickly. And we, at the time, took Tre'Davious White in the draft, who was great. We passed on Mahomes, we passed on Watson, got Allen in 18, but I still think anyone with the option would certainly take Mahomes or Watson over Allen if you had drafted them with your organization. So, anyway, serves better. Feel bad for Stafford. NFC West. Only go to J.D. Watt with the Cardinals. Well, we'll see. I think Watt's not quite on the upside of the career, and I think Stafford actually is going to be pretty good in that system. But yeah, first tight end of the first round. You're talking to a Bills fan. We know what that's like. Oh yeah. I'm glad that this NFL talk is getting us through this floor, because this one takes a while. I got to go out and loot all these places. A couple of the things I just got, the white and black shirt, actually allow me to cast 2 more spells, which I need to do to get through this. So now let's go ahead and fight the air first. And I'll just keep healing, just to make sure that we keep our HP up. There's not too many floors to this temple, though. I think we're going to be at the end of it pretty soon. And when that is over, well then, the 4 orbs will be lit. You know? You know? Yeah. Oh, Mikey, you were saying last time after we were on here that I should be ordered to speak in a British accent for long durations of time. I think there might be something to that. I think I might start looking to see if I can perform accents a little bit. Because if I've got character dialogue that I got to read, I think what we need to do is determine the accent with which I will speak for each of those characters. Okay, here is the dilemma. The ribbon is a very powerful item. It guards people against instant death spells, magic reduction, all that stuff. It's really, really important. Lanny is at 24 absorb and 68 evade. If I equip this ribbon, let's see what it drops to. 1 and 67. Because putting any armor on this person will ruin them. So I think, what is the right play here? What is the right play? I think, do I put it on them? But then their absorb is going to drop way lower. Maybe I just use 2 ribbons and to heck with it. That's what I'll do. To hell with it. That's what I say. Oh, and I can't hold anymore. Well, I'm dropping something. Let's drop the ribbon. Because I don't need it. Opal shield. Okay, do I need that? Opal shield's the same. I think I can drop that too. One more spot in case I need anything else, and now we're ready. Who does not want to wear the... Rackadactylus, you're killing me, bro! Give me some Seinfeld, and I am a happy man. Who? Who does not want to wear the ribbon? Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. You should do channel points redemption. Someone can redeem and pick a voice for you. That's a great idea, Sky. Perfect. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Mikey, why didn't you think of that? Why didn't you think of that, Mikey? I'm holding you personally responsible. That's a great idea. I'm going to get that set up this week. Pick an accent. That would be good. That would be good. What should the price be? What should the price be? My buddy Kem has that as a channel point redemption, except it's specifically a bad French accent. Oh, that's good. Damn it, Mikey. What am I doing over here? Is there anything I need over here? I think the katana is up there, but I don't have a ninja, so there's no point. Because I'm drunk. Fair enough. You can't be held responsible. Couple of errors here. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. The Tommy boy. Mikey want wingy. It's not here or here so much. It's right here. No, I don't see anything. Let me tell you something. You're driving down the road. La, la, la. Oh, there's a truck tire in the road. I can't stop! All because you just wanted to save... I can't do the scene, but it's so great. One of the other lines I love, too, he goes, listen, if you need a guarantee on the box, that's fine. I can slap a guarantee on a pile of crap. I've got spare time. So good. I haven't seen that in such a long time. Dan Aykroyd showing up as our as the salesman there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. You can get a good look at a steak, but get a good look at a bull. No, it's the bull is a steak. Ah, stupid. Oh, man. I make car parts for the American man. Oh my God, we're burning alive! Oh my gosh. Oh, wizard vampires now. They're just running out of classes of things to have attack me, I think. Oh, man. Chris Farley was one of the most natural, funny people ever. You are not wrong. He was so great. All right, guys, I think this is it. I think. A couple of whiz vamps. Couple of whiz vamps. Let's just attack out right here. His interview with Paul McCartney. Do you remember when you were with the Beatles and And everyone said you were dead? Yeah. That's a hoax, right? Yeah, I wasn't really dead. Idiot! Sorry. Oh, we're here. This bridge, I have the potential to face a war mech, which will wipe out my entire party immediately. So we're going to hope I don't. And I didn't. These sorcerers can murder me in one shot, so we're going to try to get rid of them first. Let's try to confuse these people. I think that would be fun. And... yeah, then we'll do one heal. Oh, I'm dead. Cool. And my confusing didn't work, so that's cool. Nate's sucking dirt right now. Wait a minute. What? Oh, his interview with Paul McCartney. Yeah, that's how good. I mean, yeah, like you said, naturally, just so funny, so funny. All right, I'm getting housed here, people. Gotta make sure that this thing gets taken care of. Look, Owl's stepping up. Yeah, that's it. Get rid of the sorcerer. Now I'm fine. Oh, I don't like fast being cast. That's no good. That's no good. Let's just get through these losers and heal up. We're almost there. Look at Lanny just lambasting enemies in this now. Love it. Love to see it. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. We're gonna go. Oh, the bees scene. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that, Sky. Yeah, the bee. I think I threw up on an anthill. Cool. Oh, let's bring you to life, like Evanescence asked us. I barely made it through that sentence. Let's do this. Alan's done. Let's move him back in the pack. Move them around. Oh, do I have a poisoned one here too? I think I do. Let's go. There we are. Oh, I found out today from my office that I will never be going back to that office as they have converted our former office to a mobile-only site. So now, they let everyone know, like, hey, come get your stuff because we're basically going to be closing this place and selling it eventually. At least that's the writing on the wall that I gathered. So I'm glad I got out of there a little bit earlier than that because I would have had quite a bit to get out of there. Well, wait a minute. Oh, with Evanescence? All right. You're fine. Oh, no. Oh, I got to get out of here. We might need a channel pull. This right here is the most deadly enemy in the game, I believe. Do I need to face it, or should I run? Oh, University decided to remodel the grad student area, but it didn't bother to tell us that to come get our stuff from our desk. That sucks. That sucks. Guys, should I stick around? Should I try to beat this thing, or should I run? I really think I should run. Fortunately, I have to go pick it up in the summer and remodel. Or should I tough it out? If I die, I lose it all. And I'm at the last level. I'm sorry. I'm a wimp, and I'm out of here. Not going to do it. Can't happen. Because I'm right here. And if I had died, that would have made me very, very mad. All right, guys. The Fiend of Wind. We are here. I tend to think my son can be the Fiend of Wind after a couple of burritos. See what I did there? All right, guys. Well, forget the prediction. We'll do it later. Forget it. We'll do it live. We are here. The Fiend of Wind sits inside the orb. The future of the world must go. Good stream, I'm about to knock out. AKE, gotta go. AKE_DE. Thank you for coming. We appreciate your presence here. And we will see you again. Now we find ourselves face to face with the final orb that we must return to light. Let us go.
Lightning erupts from the fiend's ball. So, you have come this far. I, Tiamat, the fiend of the wind, will now put an end to your adventure. It is over. We must go. Let us fight!
Look at this thing. This is a pretty badass looking enemy, isn't it? I think so. Let's do... I don't have any spells. Shoot. I think anti-light. I'm going to go with ice first. Yeah, good colors, multi-headed dragon. Do I nuke it? I can't. Ice 3? Lightning 3? Let's start with ice. No, let's start with fast for Nate. Oh, and he cast it first. Beautiful! Anti-ice. Beautiful! Yo. He just busted up Lanny pretty good, though. 100 damage. Come on. 8 hits, 271. Maybe not. 275! Hey, good night, AKD. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see you again. AKA part of the Level Up Discord. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to punch this 5-headed dragon in the face with that guy. That's pretty nice. What do we do? Fire next? Lightning? I think it's lightning next that we'll do. And then we're going to ice this guy again. I have no idea. Oh, no, we did fast last time. Should I even... Ooh, should I do fast to Lanny too? Probably. Let's try that. 6 hits, 174. Anti-lightning. We're getting ready to go. Lanny's got fast. This thing's a wrap. I got all the ribbons on. I got the shields on. It's over.
It's over.
I'm gonna go heal here, I think. We'll heal here too. I don't think I need anything else. These guys are ready.
It is over! The battle for the 4th orb is done! Monsters perished. But wait. The 4 orbs are lit, yet peace is not restored to the world. What could this be? Well, I will tell you a tale of what it is. You see, one moment, the warriors are confused. The fiends have been defeated. What else must be done to restore the light? Nate, Lanny, Alan, and Owls board their airship to continue their pursuit of the source of the darkness that still plagues the land. Alas, it is Alan who speaks. The temple. We must return to the temple of fiends, where it all began. Lanny retorts, "But we vanquished Garland. The temple is hollow, Alan." No. He has grown stronger. And now he calls us to challenge him for our final test. The 4 heroes look to each other, knowing that this may be their final stand together. And they nod, almost excitedly, that they will shoulder this burden as one, for the good of the world. We must go to the Temple of Fiends.
Oh my gosh, what happened? I blacked out. What was that? Whew. Anyway, all right, let's go. I had fun doing that. I'm running from these losers. Nothing happened. You're good. Oh, okay. It's kind of how I pictured this happening. They thought that the four fiends would do it.
But it wasn't to be. No.
Okay. I need to get more level 8 spells. Let's go get these taken care of. We'll buy up our heal potions. And then we are on our final push to get through chaos. And without rules, there's chaos. And that is our title this evening, I believe. So, very cool. 4 fiends are down. Just looking at one more push. And then, next week, when we finally do finish up and, excuse me, when we finish up and when we are done with this game, we will start out our next stream next week before we play whatever game is on deck next by rating this game. Because it's in the top 100 on, on IGN's list, we are going to rate it and see if we agree, basically, with the rating that it received by IGN and where it ranks. So I'll give it my rating 1 to 10, just on gut feeling, kind of pulling in all the elements of the game that I think were good and just where I think it sits. We just go gut rating, basically one bite, everybody knows the rules. And we'll give it a number and we'll move on to the next one. And the goal after we're done with all these things is to be able to look at my ratings of games compared to IGN's, and we'll see how much more astute I am than they are. So, well, now it is it. Now we must go, for it is time. I am going to quick purchase my heals. I don't know if I'm high enough level, so I might have to try going into this temple a few times to continue leveling up, but we will get there. This is the final push tonight, and I've got plenty of time to do it. So here we go. This is the last push. Make sure we got all that we need. And then if we do finish early, we can kind of leave that up to our friends on the stream to pick maybe a bonus game or category we want to move into for retro for tonight. So we could do Contra runs, we could do viewer's choice. Pick any game. We could do some Mega Man, we could do some whatever. Whatever y'all are in the mood for. Go through the list and let y'all pick. Hey, we're at 10:20 or 10:10, excuse me. 20 more minutes. We're going to open up the poll to figure out what Sega game is next. And actually, while we're doing this, I want to get rid of pre-rolls for people. So bear with me a second. I am going to quick run another ad break. I'll finish buying my heal potions. When we come back, it's the Temple of Fiends. And for those of you that subscribe, you get to watch me buy heal potions, which is pretty exciting. So, don't say I never gave you anything. Actually, I don't think I need that many. I didn't think I used too many in the Fortress of Wind, so that was pretty good. All right. We're so close to the end of this. And gosh, after all of this... Oh, you can't do... Yeah, I'll do the poll. I'll go ahead and take care of it. No problem. When we get there. Because I'm not having... Oh, you know what? I'm lagging a little bit right now. Am I lagging right now? I think I had a little internet problem there. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. I got a couple things open I got to get rid of. Get rid of that. Let me get rid of this too. Now that I ran the ads, I'm closing this thing. There. That'll help our frame rate. Ugh, my processor, man. Got to get this thing optimized this weekend. Hopefully to keep things rolling the way we need to. But that'll be done soon, I think. And then I'm not going to run any more ad breaks after this one, because I think by then we're done. /poll, Paul. Look at that. Sky, thank you for the help. Wait a minute. Oh, man. Did you see how Nate bought that one heal potion? It was so much better than usual. Shame that non-subs can't see this. Guys. I'm so good I got the double finger action. Oh, I can't carry anymore. It's all over. How about that? Let's buy a couple of pures just because. I don't think I'm going to need them, but I also don't know if ads are done yet because I had to close my browser so that my frame rate didn't slow down. So I don't know. Oh, up to 5 options. Okay. I can probably run it right from the creator dashboard, but anyhow. Well, when we got people back, I think people are going to be back pretty soon, and we're going to be ready to roll. So I'm going to fly up there. Yo! There's the raid! Initial, what's up, man? Yo! Fallen Kai! Yo, thank you for the raid, man. We got some new people in here. Everybody say hello! La la la. Hello! Sivan Gray. Thank you. J Party, what's up, man? Welcome back. Glad you could come. Trapping me. I can't read the names fast enough. Trap anime. There we go. Got you. Initial, what's up? Oh, people are here. Darth, what's happening? Trap anime. Bam. Simple Mom, welcome to you. Initial, how did the stream go, man? How did everything go? I gotta say, I appreciate the what you got going on your Discord is very good. Very good. Another follow. Trap anime. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Black Kuma, thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you're able to come. I have got to say that if I had to be a part of anyone's Discord, I am damn glad it's yours. Okay? That's what I'm going to say right now. It's been great. It has been supportive and everything that, yeah, Team Level Up is in the house. Thank you, everybody. Thank you and welcome. Now I got attacked by a spider. Appreciate it. Now, what you might be seeing on screen, you might say, am I from the past? And the answer is yes. I am from the past. And this is the game that we are playing. And you guys got here right at the right time. Right at the right time. We are at the end. This is it. I'm in a cave of bats with a black ball in front of me. This is the way that games used to end. But this is it. We just finished the Fiend of Wind. And we are now moving to the final trek down into the Temple of Fiends. I'm saying. I know it is Sivan Gray. Tell me how to phonetically pronounce that. Yo, I have no level 8 spells. There is no way I'm finishing this game. At least not right now. But I'm going to try to level up by going down here. The 4 orbs now cover the black orb. Time to take a step forward. Wait, to take a step forward is to go back in time 2,000 years. Well, how about that? I know, man. Oh, Sivan. Okay, got it. Sivan Gray. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance to tonight's stream. It is so good to have you. Please grab a seat. Make yourselves comfortable. And join us for the epic battle for the world. Oh, gotta watch out. Gotta fight the entire Earth. It's tricky. Oh, very cool. Initial and crew, I really appreciate the positivity and support you bring in the Discord. Amen. Amen. I'm saying it is really helpful. I've loved just getting to know some people and what you guys are streaming and everything. Like, yo, I know. That's right. Super Double Dragon. I saw that. You were going. And how did that go? Did we make it through that lovely beat 'em up? Someone's giving out gifts. Someone's being generous. Look at that. That's my boy Darth Nelder giving a tier 1 sub to J Party. J Party, you enjoy that sub. Ad-free viewing for the next 30 days on this here channel. You enjoy. you'll be able to see such favorites as, "What old game is this?" And that's what you got. We got a whole bunch of mud gulls out here. Boy, I gotta tell you, if I had a nickel for every time I ran into a pack of 4 mud gulls, I'd have a nickel. That would be something. Everybody, tonight we are taking the hydration challenge, and I am laying off the beer and only having Coors Light tonight. That's what we're doing. We got a friendly gift sub rivalry going on between Nevs80 and Darth Nelder. Uh-oh. Well, you definitely don't want him to be leading, Nevs. What kind of person are you, tied with Darth Nelder? Meanwhile, everyone's looking up at Paul. That is Paul, the leader. I think that's so funny. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the gift subs, guys. That's great. That's great. I hope everyone enjoys it enough that they can partake with us here. I have got to remember where I'm going, and I got news for you. Right now, no clue. Couldn't tell you. Water! No, it's Coors Light, as you can see. Yep. Paul just likes being number 1. Frost Dragons! This is no good. This is no good. I think right now, though, we're just worried about grinding some levels, because I'm not going to be strong enough to get through this temple without getting myself to a high enough level that I can cast level 8 spells. And as you can see, Lanny is taking it on the chin right now, which is no good. It's off to a great start. Does Darth Nelder stream? Does Darth Nelder stream? If the answer is no, the question then has to be why? Why not? Darth Nelder? How dare you let down your fans? There's demand here. Respect them. Unbelievable. I hope you look at some serious changes in your life after you've answered that question. I hope you take a deep look and say, what am I doing if I'm not on here streaming? Oh, Team Level Up, y'all are making my day. Lanny's dead, but you're still making my day. I got a dead Lanny. Again, if I had a nickel, for every time I had a dead Lanny, I'd have a nickel. Oh, yeah. Look at these Frost Dragons. They are just motoring me. A lot of XP there. All right, let's take a look at what our XP goals are here. Oh, we're almost leveling up. We're going to level up and hydrate, and then we're going to get out of here, I think. Because I'm not going to waste... I don't think I want to waste heal potions right now. In fact, I think I want to get out of here just to be safe. And just go grab a quick stop at the inn and revive this one without a spell. We're going to do it that way. Oh, actually, better yet, I'm going to use the spell. Darth, now get your game on, man! Oh, come on, Darth. Pick up the sticks. Bob Ross is asking you to. Oh, you never even heard... That surprises me, Darth, because I figured you're so hip and cool that you would have known all about this, and you would have been the one telling me that I have to do this. So really, I'm disappointed in you for waiting so long. How about that? No, I just found out about it myself. Oh! C. Van Gray! Nevs80! Nevs80! Look at this. He's winning the battle now, Darth. Oh, coming for you, Paul. What's up? Star Fox SNES! Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And I love the title. And I love the game that represents your title. So thank you so much for coming. Look at this. We got some. So that's 2 nickels. Mm-hmm. Coming for you, Paul. That's right. Fallen Kai. I know. It's crazy. Welcome aboard, Star Fox SNES. Yo, we're getting close. Come on, what do we need? 4 follows now for our goal? It's only the 11th. Y'all are getting a little emotional right now. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, let's get everybody back in order. Let's get some gall darn order to this team, so we can finish up this archaic game here. Hey, we're 10 minutes away from a poll, actually, where you guys are going to be able to decide my next... Oh, hey, Paul, I got an idea. Forget the poll. What we're going to do is we'll do a prediction and whichever side wins the prediction will win the channel points. That's how we're going to do it. This place is like Grand Central Station. I know. It's crazy. That's what we'll do, Paul. Yeah, let's do the prediction. There's only 2 options. We're going with Sega, and we're going to go Streets of Rage 2 or Sonic 2. Those are the 2 options that we have for our next title that we're going to play. And we need you guys to participate in the prediction in the next 10 minutes for when we run that. For most votes is going to be the next game that we get. So y'all can get in there and do that. And we will play whatever game you guys decide. That's what'll be next. If we do Streets of Rage 2, it's going to be on hard mode and then mania mode. And I'm going to try to beat it on the toughest levels that there are. And then if it is Sonic 2, the requirement's that I got to get every Chaos Emerald before I finish the game. So we'll have a couple little extra fun little caveats to those games when we tune in and do them. Lanny is going to eat dirt again, I think. This one's... she's bound to die. Oh, hang on barely. Okay. Can I get through some of these? When we're ready for the prediction, we're going to do the prediction in 8 minutes. Yeah, good classic titles, both top 10 on the list that we have on the About section. Initial, I thought they were good ones. Yeah, Sivan, enjoy that. Nebs80 is my boy. He's helping us out quite a bit, and I'm very appreciative that he is so generous and so caring. And that's what we cultivate here on Retro Nate's stream. So you better be nice to each other. How about that? Yeah, we'll go with those 2. And I think we need something shorter and more compact after this saga we've had with Final Fantasy, which has taken a long time to get through. J Party, I'm in a lurk mode. Thank you. Appreciate the lurk. Go get some food. Going to get some food? That's what I'm talking about. What you getting? Don't leave before you tell me what food you getting. Nate, level up. Alan, level up. Do I have enough to keep trying? I think I want to go down 1 level before I keep leveling up. That's what I'm going to do. So let's make sure that if Lanny gets attacked right now, they're okay. And I think I can probably use the heal stuff for the rest of it. Okay, let's do that. We need a Sega Saga. I think that's Phantasy Star, which is a game I've never played. Phantasy Star, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all similar RPG style, but I've never played them, and I have heard very good things about them, and so that's where we sit with those. That I could play one of those eventually, but not at this point. I think the appetite right now is something clean, compact, something that we all know. Kind of a it's like the comfort show. You know, like when you sit down, tell me if you ever do this. You're going to sit down, you're going to watch some TV, you're going to watch some Netflix, you're going to watch your streaming service, whatever it is. And you sit down and you're like, what should we watch? And you scroll through and you're like, I've heard good things about that show. Oh yeah, I've heard good things about that show. Do you want to watch it? Nah, I'm not in the mood tonight. Oh, I've heard good things about this show. Oh, I've heard good things about that show too. Do you want to watch it? No, not that one either. Well, there's always X show, which is the show that you've watched 30 times over, and you go, yeah, I think I'm in the mood to watch that again. It's Seinfeld for me. But that comfort show is always way up here when it comes to watching new stuff. I don't even know why I told that story, but anyway, that's how I feel whenever I sit there and scroll through any streaming service that we have. Yeah. South Park for you. There you go, Darth Nelder. Yeah. It's the comfort show. Comfort show wins. Always. It's always the way. Jay Party knows about Phantasy Star? Yeah, but he just went in lurk mode and didn't even tell. Oh, he's getting something healthy. Maybe some eggs. That a boy, Jay Party. Good for you. Good for you. We'd all do well to have a few more eggs. And now we got American Dad or Family Guy for you, Fallen Kai. That's a good one. Little animation station. Hey, Stewie, what do you think of this game?
Oh, I don't know, Fat Man. It looks pretty old to me.
Hey, can we all just settle down?
Oh, shut up, Brian.
Yeah, shut up, Brian.
a great one. J Party, you're still that. There you go. Sunny side up, scrambled, over easy, over hard. Oh, you didn't mind that. Oh, everybody. Oh,
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, Batman. Okay. All right. It's good to have
land. Yo, who's that? Darth. Oh, Darth giving us a fallen guy. Look at these ballers. everybody just dropping subs. Guys, you're making me blush. You're making me blush, man. You're making me blush. Thank you. Fallen Kai, you enjoy that sub. No ads for 30 days. You can watch me buy heal potions for 90 seconds at a time. Pretty good. There you go. A couple more scrambled eggs. That's my scrambled eggs. Way to go. For my entire life, God bless my mother. I love my mother. For my entire life, I always thought that cheese came as a part of eggs because she put it in there all the time and never let me know. So when I first ordered eggs at like a restaurant and they didn't put cheese in there, I was like, couldn't even handle it. It took me a little while to realize that my mother was dressing these eggs up real nice, and I had no idea. You know, she spoils me. But that's all right. I'm not going to complain. All right. Keep leveling up. I got to just hang here for a while. I got to farm a little bit. So we're going to have to keep some conversation going. 3 minutes until the poll. The heal potion action is the best part of it. So you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't never seen somebody heal like me. Just saying. Let's go. Oh, Darth and Nebs are coming for you. Ain't wrong. There they are. There they are. They're right on your heels, Paulie. Yo, he just rocked that frost giant, man. Look at that. Who else we got out there tonight watching the end of this lovely saga? This has been a crazy night already, guys. Crazy night already. I'm feeling much better than I was on Tuesday. I was a little on tilt Tuesday. I was a little like this. Tuesday. I thought I had it all laid out. Good stream overlay. All that stuff. All went to crap. But now I got my lovely little setup back. I'm liking it. I'm happy about it. Well, look at these things. That's some big antlers. I don't even know what kind of animal this is. What is that thing? Chimera and Jamera? Sound like a couple of... Those sound like two more ball sons. Like Lonzo, LaMelo, Chimera, and Jamera. Get LeVar Ball on them. Oh, Lanny taking heat. Okay. Let's wipe these things out. Case of the Tuesdays. I did have a case of the Tuesdays. I had a case of the lag days. Nebs, it was rough, man. I had terrible... I was rocking 3 frames per second for most of the stream for like the first 20 minutes. It took me a long time to figure out that I was struggling, is the way to put it. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Yeah, it was not my favorite. But we're back, baby. We're back. All right. So unfortunately, this action gets a little bit slower here because I got no chance at taking this guy out or getting through this place without leveling up pretty significantly. So I got to milk this for a little bit and farm on this level. But once I get to like level 27, 28, I think I can start thinking about working my way down. One more heal. Oh, anyone got any plans for the weekend? I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I won't stream again tomorrow. So anyone got plans for this weekend? We got anything going on? We're like burgeoning. We're close. It's springtime. People starting to find their way to a little more activity, a little more outside. Got a little warmer recently. Oh, Fallen Kai. Yeah, I mean you're welcome to tell us unless you're not comfortable with it, but how are things going there? How is the little one feeling? I saw that and my heart goes out to you, man. To you and your wife. Hope everything's all right. How long you guys been holed up in the hospital for? I think I saw that on there. Again, only if you're comfortable sharing. You can just say no thanks and that's fine. 3324. Owls, level up. That boy, owls. What do we got? Level 25? Do I have magic yet? Oh, okay. I can do one level 8 spell now. But I think I'm going to need more than that. I think I got to level up at least again. If not more? Let's see. Yeah, he's got one too. Alright, we're going to have to... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Probably doing Final Fantasy 9. Blame my steel down. Down for this to be the last time. Is the Northeast having internet issues because I've been having the worst time ever staying connected to Twitch on my streams? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who ISP is. But generally, if it's internet issues for me, I just assume it's me. Oh, man. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Kai. Alright, we gotta keep farming this up. Fios has been alright. Atlantic Broadband. Yeah, I'm not a... I think we're a Spectrum customer here. So... it seemed to be okay. Aside from... just when I decide to completely overwork my machine. So that I can... actually stream. If I just got like still scenes, it's no problem. As soon as I throw videos in the back, it's not happening. Yeah, could be. Could be. Yeah, I think Sky speaks for all of us, Kai. We hope all things are okay. So hang in there. Hang in there. I'm no stranger to the medical issues with little ones. They are not fun to deal with. We got 4 over here, and a couple of them pretty medically vulnerable, so hang in there. Hang in there. Just, you got people thinking about you now, too, so. Alright. Still farming. Still farming. Little place to go here. What else do we have? What else do we have going on? We've got, let me heal up here first. Oh, that was what it was. I don't know if I got any feedback on this, but I had said earlier that I think the next goal for this stream is that we were going to try to upgrade the camera and the microphone for these, because I've noticed a really big difference. It's very noticeable that like a headset is really just, oh yeah, Initial knows that too. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There, always something. But we were saying earlier that I was one of the goals for this is to eventually upgrade the webcam and the microphone, because these headsets are really just more designed for, make early in the streaming career. This was just to get it off the ground, basically. This was just, yeah, I got you, Kai. Just keep hanging in there with the doctors. Keep telling them everything, and you gotta fight. You gotta advocate for your kids. You know, you gotta be the one to be the stickler. And I'm not always good at that. I'm not confrontational by nature. So when you gotta sit there and say, oh, I gotta confront this doctor, or I gotta say something because I didn't get an answer that's, you know, that I can understand or that's satisfactory, it's tough. But that's the role of the parent, right? Like we gotta stand in the gap for our kids when they can't advocate for themselves. So strength to you, man. On for a while now, people used to get how streamers sound. Yeah, it's true. Wait a minute. So people get so used to how a streamer sounds, and the change in mic can cause consternation. Yeah, well, if anything, hopefully, like a headset mic, it's not particularly. That's good. That's good, Kai. Sometimes you gotta, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hopefully, an upgraded mic just to get that crisper sound, you know, clearer. I've noticed such a big difference in some of the streamers that have not like crazy high expensive equipment, but just something that's designed for production and designed for recording is such a big difference. If you can get it, and I think getting it early makes sense, because then you've got a little more leeway to change up how the broadcast sounds. But I'm also realizing, like, this is This is absolutely, yeah. Amen, Racodactylus. This is absolutely like a marathon. It is not a sprint. Because every time I go back and I'll watch the VOD afterwards, and I'll be like, oh, I wish I could change that. I want to tinker with that. And on the weekends is when I do most of my changes and most of my kind of researching on what to do to change some of this stuff. And so I really that's exactly what led to the problems this past Tuesday. Was I just changed way too much stuff without testing and without doing it. So it's got to be done kind of with the right one at a time. I got a $50 USB mic for $35. I'm saying that's like right in the dollar range that I'm probably looking at, is something that 50, I think I said between webcam and mic, I was kind of looking like maybe $100, $150 total. I didn't want to spend too much more than that. I tended to think that that's kind of in the, economical and good quality range. So that's kind of the next place I'm hoping to go. Oh yeah, and the filters too. I got to do a lot of. So that's another thing. I got to do a lot of technical settings. Learn on some of the sound filters that we can get. Hello, Scuba Saul is here, everybody. Scuba, my man. Thank you for coming by. I have so enjoyed. Paul, do me a favor and give me Scuba Saul's channel on a shout out here, guys. This Scuba, you came at the exact perfect time. I was literally just talking about how the quality of microphone and camera that is used is such a difference in the way that the stream comes across, and you're literally the stream I'm talking about. With the crispness of the video, the audio is great. I love being able to hear your voice pressing through all that stuff. Like, I really look up to the way you got your setup going, and I hope all is well, man. I really do. And thank you so much for coming. I wasn't sure if you would. We're going real old school, as you can see. We're dropping original Final Fantasy here as I fight some sort of massive tigress snake chimera here, and that's for you. So yeah, Paul, give Scuba Saul a shout out, guys. If you have a chance to check his stream, it's really good and very entertaining, and I and I hope to do the voice acting that he does on his RPGs, which I think I recommended a Cockney accent for one of our characters earlier, which was just a personal goal of mine to see happen. So things are great. Big moves tomorrow. Well, good. I hope it goes well. What just happened? I didn't know that they could drop you in stone. That's no good. That's no good at all. I can't give him a soft potion here either. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. Yeah. Guys, take a look at Scuba Saul's link and his channel. It's real good. So, well, thank you for coming. Thanks, everyone, for coming. We're getting there. We got to keep level grinding here because we're just not quite strong enough to make our charge down, but we're getting closer. So, and tonight we are again sipping our Coors Light, as I say. But good amount of XP there. All right, let's go ahead and soften Lanny, who got smoked, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's the goal of the stream, I think. Everything looks... Well, thanks. Thank you, Scuba. So I've been hearing, like, some of the people I've been watching as I've been doing this, only a little over a month is what we've been doing. And some of the, when I'll go on the weekends and kind of like, what is the best way to improve audio and video and just get it, crisp and not break the bank at the same time, many people have said the audio is the place that you can get the most bang for your buck, just because that crisp audio, a USB mic that's designed for recording and designed for production, as opposed to a headset, which is Zoom calls and things like that. So that's the first place I think we're looking to go. I'm hoping to do that within the month. Last I checked, we got a little stimulus bill that's signed into law today, so we've got a little extra cash coming that will certainly, I think part of it will go towards. But the camera's probably down the line, I think, because honestly, more resolution on my face probably won't help viewership. But Yeah, I do need to do that. Okay. Well, I will. And then after that, I think it's just about I think we got to figure out a path for what we're going to play game-wise here, and start to rip through these. So our goal is all 300, top 100 for NES, SNES, and Sega at some point, and mixing in some fun kind of challenges for those games along the way. Very basic camera lighting makes all the difference. Okay, again, if I light this, I don't know if that's, let's be honest with ourselves. I can't grow hair right here. Do I want to show that to everyone? To shout as proudly as I just did? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to help. I think I got to play to the strengths, which is more of my radio face. We'll go more on that route for building this thing. But well, very cool. Yeah. So what? So you were playing. Secret of Mana is one of the games on the top 100 that I got to play, and I've never played it. And you're playing like a sequel to that, Japan release only, I think. So I'm looking forward to get some of this like exposure to all these different games now that I have never played, and so many people are so fond of. Is some of the draw of doing all this, because it kind of gives me the it gives me the excuse and the reason to to go down these roads and play all these games. So very nice. Very nice. All right, we're getting up. I think maybe we're at a level now. I think I feel confident to make our push. I think I'm going to go out one more time, heal up, repurchase the heals, make sure we're set. And at this point, I think it's time. Malnourished is the part I take issue with. I appreciate being called a Wolverine, but malnourished? I have been eating fast food for roughly 9 months. I am not malnourished. Okay. All right, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go back and do my heals. I need to go ahead and call in Paul to start we're going to use a prediction instead of a poll, but we've got two options at this point. We're going either Sonic 2 or Streets of Rage 2 for our next session, where I'm going to play through. So Paul, take your time setting that up, and I'm going to exit out of here. We're going to go get our heal potions, then we're going to make not the poll. Yeah, do a prediction, because there's two outcomes, and you guys can put your, I think it's channel points for whatever the outcome, and whatever wins, you're going to end up winning channel points for it. So there really is a lot of incentive to go in and voting on this thing, because you could also steal some channel points, I think, if you are on the winning side of it. But then again, that could just incentivize people to all vote the same way so that they get the channel points. But I want to see it. I think Sonic 2 versus Streets of Rage 2 is a pretty good bet. Or a pretty good split between those two games. So, Paul, when you get that thing set up, we will do that while I'm buying my heal potions here. By creating options and using /poll. Rackadactylus, I think that ship has sailed. Translated Trials of Mana release that came in a collection of mana. It's pretty good. I prefer Secret of Mana so far. The menu system is pretty annoying. Oh, I only played probably 5-10 minutes of Secret of Mana when I got the SNES Mini when they released that on the market, and I was okay with it. I never had the momentum to keep going with kids and everything else. Just never, like, I wanted to get into it, and it never happened. All right, we got our prediction pulled up, guys. What do we got for time? We got a couple of minutes. I don't know how long it takes. Streets of Rage 2 or Sonic? That is the gamble right now. Let me know what you want to see. Whoa, we got a lot of channel points in there already. Somebody dropping quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oh, look at this. I don't even know what's winning. Paul, tell me what's winning. I can't see the outcomes right now. Get them in. Get them in. Streets of Rage or Sonic. I'm assuming Streets of Rage is the first one with 876 at the moment. Sonic 2 is good, guys. Chaos Emeralds? It's good. It's a good one. I don't know if me saying good more often makes you want to vote for it, but I think that's a good game. 936, something's running away. Something's running away. Gotta get those human fun bucks. What do we got? What do we got? Alright, I got one level 4 spell. Or level 8 spell. We're going to make our run. Rakadactylus, but the remake was so awesome. I absolutely love it. Love it enough to speed run it. Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm way at the bottom of this. Oh, something is running away. 1.1 thousand points on one of them. Hang on, I'm catching up on the chat. And I'm fighting chimeras. Let me get that set in motion first here. Let's use that. Let's use... Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. Remake was so awesome. Really? It's not a prediction. But either way. Guys, time's running out. A little bit left. Streets of Rage 2 or Sonic. Come on, Sonic can make a push. Who wants to see Sonic? I assume that's the second one. I assume they correspond. Streets of Rage is listed first. That'll be Streets of Rage's. It's Mania mode for Streets of Rage if we end up doing that. That's the caveat. That's going to be the challenge. I might get housed quite badly. Is it going to happen? Twice all 6 characters before... Oh no, I got to go up a minute. I'm missing something. I forced myself... Hang on a second. I forced myself to play through the game twice, all 6 characters before the remake came out. I would argue the best badly made game. Oh, okay. And Scuba agrees. And I defer to Scuba because it seems like they know what's going on. All right, let's heal up. No, not the ribbon. Who does not want to wear the ribbon? Oh, shoot. I used it and I shouldn't have. Darn it. I should drink for that. Keep my water flowing. All right, let's just get down a level here. We're also going to rack up a lot of XP on our way down. Let's see if we can't do this. How much do we have here? How dead am I? I'm okay. But I'm going to hang here and just fight one set of enemies here first. Okay, Zombie Dragon's a good one. Let's see how much cheap heal I can do right here. Oh, no. What do you mean, haha, poor Racco? What happened? I feel like my donation to the Human Fund is about to get reallocated to those other humans. You wanted to see Sonic, Brachydactylus? I love Sonic 2. I love it. That was the one that I played like before school in grade school. I had a neighbor live next door to me, and we always walked to school together. That was what we did. So, but before we would go to school, I'd always like really rush to get ready in the morning, and I would shoot over to his house as soon as I could, because the earlier I got there, if he wasn't ready to go, I was always allowed to sit down and play Sonic 2. So I would race myself there to try to get there in time, so I could play. You know, Emerald Hill Zone, Chemical Zone, whatever it was. Just race there as fast as you can. Ooh, Bad Men. Oh, I love the Bad Men. I'm Bad Man.
If I stay, it can't be a party.
I wasn't hitting enter. Oh, Paul! Which one's the enter key? Is the prediction done? Do we have anything... Is it closed? I have no idea. I'm going to leave it up to Paul to run that as we work out polling for next time. All right, the bad men must go. 5 more minutes. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Anyone? Love that movie. All right, Stewie, what are we doing down here?
Oh, I don't know. Fighting the bad man, I suppose.
Take them out one at a time. These are the enemies I'd much rather face. I think there are some absolutely brutal enemies down here that can drain you of tons of HP if you run into them. I think they're gas dragons or something, and they just obliterate you. They are so tough. Pull after this because you're excited that you can do it? Okay, we'll go with that. The bad man! The bad man punted Baxter! I'm in a glass case of emotion! Ace! That's right. What was the other one? Oh, I was saying it a couple streams ago. He goes, fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the fingerprints of scum. All right, Initial. I'm cool with you lurking, man. Thank you. Initial D That stands for the initial Discord. Why is that, Ventura? Maybe because this. Yeah. So great. I love Jim Carrey. Maybe everything he's done, guy's a genius, in my opinion. Oh, so good. So good. All right, let's keep Owls healing. Hopefully he doesn't suck floor here. We can keep him alive for a little bit while we get ready to dive deep here. Initial D did a couple stream with his wife, and I just looked at that stream in awe that someone was able to play a game with their wife and not lose their mind, because I would have lost my mind. Just totally would have lost my mind. Oh, the Phantom. Well, let's take this guy out. Ooh, that didn't work. What's up? Don't glare at me, boy. Yeah, you did. You did. Oh, yeah. Darth, you are absolutely right. One of the funniest. So, this is kind of cool. I actually really appreciate this about Final Fantasy. The first item you get in this game, if you guys remember, was the lute. And the lute was given to me by the princess right after I saved her from Garland, and that is the item that we've got to use to work our way down through this plate and down into the depths. Ace Ventura is... Oh, wait. Jim Carrey brought it back with his Decepticon or Dr. Robotnik. The guy... I feel like the guy can do anything. Just anything. All right. I've got to get out of here and up to top left, I think, and work our way down now. Now is the trek. Can I get there? I got one level 8 spell that I'll be able to use. Maybe I can get there. Maybe I can. We're close. I actually feel good about this run right now, which is a perfect way to jinx it. But I think we've faced the right enemies right now, and I'm off the trouble floor. I think the troubling floor is the one above this one. So if I can just get out of here. Yeah, Frost Wolves. Frost Wolves, don't bother me. 'Cause you belong to my friend Link. Streets of Rage 2. How was the Sonic movie? Didn't he have human teeth? Didn't they put like a set of human teeth in him and he looked creepy? Maybe I'm just misappropriating that, but I could have sworn that's what happened. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. They changed how he looked after fan blowback. After mass outrage. Mass outrage. It's a movie. Okay. All right. The mass outrage. Oh my gosh. It's a thing. It was weird looking. It was very weird looking. You can't have an animal with human teeth. I just don't. It just doesn't work. I think that's a fair point to be outraged. I think, personally. Oh my. Okay. Streets of Rage is the winner. Streets of Rage 2 is going to be our next title that is coming up on this. Initial final fight was my first exposure to beat 'em ups. First one. Played it at my cousin's house. That was the game that got me interested in them. And for so long, Abigail was impossible to pass. Couldn't do it. Just no matter what, I would just constantly die at Abigail. It wasn't until I got a bit older and more proficient in how to beat him that I was able to do it. But man, is he annoying. Well, Rackadactylus, that human fund donation? Money for people. Okay. Now Racco got a memo here from accounting. Says there's no such thing as the human fund. Well, there could be, but there isn't. Well, I was afraid to say this, sir, but I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Festivus.
Feminist.
Festivus, sir. And I was afraid I would be persecuted for my beliefs. It's the greatest character of all time in sitcom history, George Costanza, I think. Bad lighting on the porch. That's right. The Two-Face. All right, we are back to the original level that we teleported to after we moved through the... Let's see. We're back to the original level we teleported to after we moved through... Oh, come on, Nate. For the love. Why aren't you working? There you go. Once you teleported back through the dark orb on the first floor, now we are working our way down and down, all the way down to the 4 floors. And what does any NES game worth its weight in gold have? It has a systemic run through every mini-boss that you have beat up until then. So we are going to have to... That voice sounds a little like Obama. Well, I don't know. No, that's terrible, Obama. I'd have to work on that. That was a truly terrible Obama. Next time we have a game decision, I'll do the real poll now that I've discovered the pesky enter button. It's always one of those mundane details, isn't it, Paul? Isn't it? Time for the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. And now you're going to hear about it. I am excited to play Streets of Rage 2. Streets of Rage 2 is a good play. Satisfying play. Love getting through that game. I actually didn't I do a stream of that with Max on a Saturday? I think I did. And I think it was hard mode too. I think we did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mudgull, Rockgull. How about Seagull? That was terrible. I apologize. Yeah, he was. Max as Max. That's his favorite. When he first saw the game and he saw that there was a character named Max, you would have thought that we got him a brand new bike. He was like, "That's Max, and I'm Max." And his head almost exploded from seeing it. It was pretty funny. All right. Can we just stop this nonsense here? I'm just going to use lightning and try to kill all of you. I don't think it'll work. Oh no. Slow? This is no good. Oh, they're magic resistant too. Man! It's going to be a grind, it looks like. Oh, jeez. Just got smoked. Okay, one of them down. The good one, I would say. Yes! Critical hit. A hit that was indeed critical. How are we doing on time? 11 o'clock? I'm ready. I am ready. Rackadactylus, thank you for your donation to the Human Fund. We wish you the best of luck on your next wager and our channel predictions. I think I might need to rehydrate here. Running low. Running a little low. But we're getting close. Level 26, level 27. I think with the right luck we can do it. I think with the right luck we can do it. So we're on the earth floor now, as we have to work our way. I haven't used any heal potions yet, which is pretty good. Or have I, actually? Yeah, I haven't used any yet. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I think these guys can destroy me if they want to, so we're going to use the black shirt, the mage staff, and the Zeus gauntlet, and let's go. Good. Good. All that magic defense is beautiful. Come on. Get after it. Get after it. There you go. Out you go. Okay. Lanny's up. Another one. Can Medusa turn you into stone just by looking at you? She's as cold as ice, Paul. And she will. She indeed will. More mud gulls. I don't know what to do here. I think I need to fight a couple of these. A couple of heals. Try to keep myself... I gotta save those heals for later, because if I get attacked and have to use life spells, it's gonna take like 25, 30 heals just to get Nate back up, so... Gotta just grind this one slowly, I think. But we got time. We're hanging. Thanks to everyone who has hung in there with us. Going on 2 hours now. But we're getting there. We're grinding. Come on. What's the plan this weekend? To anyone in the Buffalo area, you're going to be jealous. I don't know about jealous, but generally speaking, if I hear people are going to this place, I get a little jealous. Danny has decided that Ted's is where we're going for lunch on Saturday. So we are going to be getting some delicious hand-spun milkshakes, some wonderful burgers and hot dogs, and we are going to be indulging in Ted's culinary delights. All right, let's musk up here. Are we ready? I'm pretty sure... Oh, Ted's is so great. So great. Okay. First one. Lich. I think I need to get a fire out as soon as I can. And then maybe a fire 3. 5 warps will not get me there. Yeah, fire 3. I miss Ted so much. That is a thing to miss, I gotta say. Uh-oh. Oh, nuke. He got it off. Look at that spell. Oh, he killed him in the first shot. And I get the anti-fire afterwards. It's pointless. Jeez. Okay. I should be okay to finish him, but that one hurt. Well, let's just use this and try to keep some semblance of order here. Yeah. Ted's always brings a smile to my face. And always brings a nap to my routine. Of course, Owls hits the deck. That's fine. We're going to move down here. Let's go ahead and heal him up. Just quick, give him a... Oh, boy. If I were to exit now... No, I can't exit now. Let's give him a life. And we haven't used any heals, so I'm going to go ahead and just... musk up here. Just enough so he doesn't die immediately. That's good. Let's get a couple more here. Whoops. That's good. That's good. Okay, that's probably good. And then I can fight somebody and they can be the one that I will, I'll just heal up while I fight him. We'll do that. Okay. You have a food itinerary? What's the food itinerary, Paul? When Mikey comes to visit. When does that happen? Or what is the itinerary? I know there's a movie itinerary. That one you've been clear about. But what is the food itinerary? We also have ourselves a, I believe, a culinary master in Darth Nelder on our stream right now. So, there's a guy whose opinion I would probably very much weigh in terms of making the right food decisions, especially around these lovely parts of Western New York, where we find ourselves. There we go. Healing up a little bit. Fire's no problem. Usually Ted's, Jim's, Mighty, Pizza, Sweet Snacks. All right, you started with brand names, and then you just moved to categories, and I thought there was a place called Pizza, and then a place called Sweet Snacks. So, you know, maybe a little naming consistency there would help for our viewers who don't know that there is not a place called Sweet Snacks, which subsequently was my nickname when I was in high school. Yeah. Hey there, Sweet Snacks. You want to go play Final Fantasy? That was a conversation that just never happened. Oh, we're talking about food. Yeah, things did go off the rails there a little bit. I got gray worms. Our pets' heads are falling off. I got worms. That's what we're going to call it. I got gray worms. It summed it up perfectly. Sweet snacks. As opposed to the salty or savory varieties that we have all come to enjoy. All right, gotta go in here. Carrie's the next one I gotta fight, and she is no treat. He is no treat, whatever. I'm a fatty. I know where all the good places are. Look, I gotta tell you, if I'm getting food advice from somebody, it's not gonna be from someone that doesn't show that they love it. You know what I'm saying? There are certain qualities that, in my mind, qualify someone to recommend food places. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Darth. Oh my. So here's my question. Is Nev's number 2 on the subs because he did it first? Is that the reason? Like, is it you don't take... It's like longest road in Catan. If you're the first one with a 6 or a 5 road thing, then you don't get to take longest road when you get to 5. You have to be the one to overtake him in order to get it. I think that's got to be it. It's the longest road is the gift sub leaderboard. That's what we're going to say. Yeah, has to be. So Nevs is sitting with 2 points then. Actually, Paul's sitting with 2 points with longest road. Okay. We're going to call that longest road or largest army right now. It's not a stream. It's not a gift sub leaderboard. It's longest road or largest army. All right, couple of these out of here. Now we're cooking with gas. That's a thing dads say. What's shaking? What's cooking? Victory point card too. Oh, you do have you have a victory point card. Oh my gosh, the games Nevs when we would modify that board, we'd play the expansion pack board with 3 people. We would use just like the amount of inflation that took place in that game, where basically a dice roll is had, and then 30 to 40 resources are collected by everybody around the board. Oh, board game night. I agree. I like a good board game night. You know, you can do those up here too. Board games is a category. Like, we could find a way to broadcast one here in the meantime if there was a desire for it. I certainly would love to get together, you know, when we're able to, but doesn't mean we can't look into something like that too. There is the mechanism here. And it's actually more fun than you'd think. Like, who wants to play a board game online? It honestly is more fun than you think. There's a streamer who I really like named Nova Kate. I think it's Nova Kate BS is her name, and she does crosswords on her channel, and it is so much fun. I didn't realize how fun it would be. The online Catan game, yeah, it was like C3D, SEA 3D, something like that. Modified Catan boards we play on, it's enormous, and we each control 2 colors and play to 21. That was the thing, you extend the victory points. It's like 20 or 21 you play to. It's a lot more fun that way. All right, second fiend. Carry it is. Kind of feel like they're going to throw fire at us, but I don't know. Maybe ice? I don't know. Wait a minute. I need to use wall when I get to chaos, so I can't do anything else. Okay, I can't use life 2. Shoot! I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this here. Let's do anti-ice right now. And let's do... I don't know what's going to work on this guy. I got 6 fast spells. Let's use another one on Nate. Let's see if Lanny can take care of it. Whoa, 281. Nice start. 228. Nice start. Anti-ice. I have no idea if they'll cast ice. I have no idea what the magic is for this fiend, because they change when you... Every time. This guy. Sucking dirt every time. Owls! Come on, man! Yo, why am I getting lag here? Come on. Don't do that to me. Don't lag me. Don't lag me. I'm watching that frames per second like serious right now. Owls dies and suddenly the stream goes to crap. I can't have it. All right, let's revive him again. How many more of these can I do? Oh, I can revive him a few more times. Can't waste these, though. Actually, the water floor is a perfect one, though, because there are a lot of weaker enemies that I can just heal up against. So I just need to get these guys to the point where they're not going to die immediately, and then I can use my heal staff and stuff to move through. Let's try that. Might take a little while in this next battle. Yeah, I think so. Oh, actually, let's do this. Let's do that. And then heal helmet. And heal helmet. And we'll do one Zeus gauntlet and see how that goes. Owls is not dragging the team down. He just stinks. That's all. But I think stinking is relative. For him, it might be a great victory that he survived as long as he did. I'm going to choose to look at it that way, I think. You know, he's just hanging down there at the end of the line. The pinky toe of the team, I would say. And, you know, he's got that weird nail that you can't clip. So, that's where he's chilling. Am I going to get any closer to beating these people? And by people, I mean sea enemies. Let's try one more of these. Come on. Stop ripping the guy. Okay, a little bit of heal action there. Yeah, that's the way I have to choose to look at it, because if I look at it realistically, Owls is a sad sack of failure. So we're going to look at it optimistically and say that this is actually growth for him. There we go. Little lightning action. Take care of these things. Yes, leave one sea snake. Okay. Now we get a couple of nice heals in here before we get out of here. That's what I was hoping for. There we go. There we go. We're hanging in there, guys. Coming up on our last hour, and you can see that this Temple of Fiends is a grind. You can't just rip through it. It really takes a lot of effort to do this right. And I think I got, we got 45 minutes left. If I don't make it, one more attempt. I might have tried this too early, which would actually make it, well, it might not finish tonight, which means I would have to start the stream next time by finishing this thing, and I really hope that doesn't happen. But if we can just be judicious here, I think maybe we can pull it off against Chaos here. But he is brutal, so we just got to be smart in our attempt. But I am going to get a better weapon as I move my way down the floors here. There's a weapon better than Excalibur that I get, and it will be very helpful to use. So I'm just hanging in this battle a little longer so I can heal, because I don't want to use all my heal potions yet. But that's what we're going to... I think now Lanny's kind of at a better HP level that I can get out of here next. So just healing up. Just healing up. There we go. 319's good. Everyone else is full, so I'm going to get out of here. Now I'll fight this snake. Might as well heal if I'm doing that. Yeah, I think the name of the weapon is the Masmune, is what I'll get in the 4th level of the Temple of Fiends. And then once I get through that, fight Tiamat. If I can get through it, we are at the final battle. Come on. There we go. Almost there. We are almost there. 1543. I would love to level up a couple more times just for, I don't know, just for assurance. Let's go ahead and fry these things. There we go. Lots of high damage there. That's what we're looking for. Give him another one. Give him another one. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Look at this. Frying us. That's it. And now one more. We're close. I appreciate y'all lurking and hanging too, man. It's so hard when you're streaming not to look at viewer count, which is something that I don't want to do, but I find my eyes traveling there. And it's something that I have to train myself to not care about, I think. I don't think it's bad to be aware of it, but I think it's important to not care about it so much when you're in the middle of streaming. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe there are different opinions. I think it does matter how active the chat is and how to interact that way. But as far as viewer count, I mean, that's like looking at somebody's batting average. Like, if you focus on that, oh no, I got to get a hit, otherwise my average is going to drop. Or, oh, I haven't gotten a hit in so long, I got to get a hit so my average doesn't keep tanking or whatever. All that stuff. It's all in your head. It's all external to focus on that doesn't need to be, I think. Or at least that's the way it has an effect on me, so I'd rather not think about it, I think. Okay, working our way through. On an unrelated note, I just read that all adults will be eligible for the vaccine starting May 1st. That was, I believe, the announcement tonight. Biden held a press conference to say such a thing, I believe. Yeah, which is just more optimism for things, or never winning like the Sabres. I know. It's a sad state of affairs, Nevs. No, it was not part of this. Well, there was funding for vaccinations. There was funding for vaccination rollout, I believe, as part of the stimulus. I'd have to look and read it again, as to what was in there. But I believe, this came on the heels of it. To say basically that May 1st is when it's going to be. It might have been. I don't know if there was like vaccine expansion or whatever was included in there. I'd have to look at the details. But yeah, optimism, hopefully, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel here to getting back to some normal way of life that we've all felt pressed in so many ways. Everyone working so hard to adjust to what's going on, and I think we've all collectively just hit kind of our limit of what we have in terms of like self-control and self-focus. So, you know, the experiment that they do with kids where you put them in a room and tell them not to eat the marshmallow or not to eat the cookie or whatever. And there was an experiment similarly that was done with with adults, where you put them in a room with a plate of chocolate chip cookies and you say you can't eat these for an entire hour, and you're sitting in the room for an hour. And there's another, the other group of people was sitting in there with a plate of like radishes or some food that was not particularly desirable. And then after that hour was done, the adults that were in the room with both groups of adults, the ones that were in the room with the plate of undesirable food, were put into, I think I want this, put into another stage of this where you had to complete a task that was particularly difficult. Ego depletion studies. Okay, thanks, Racodactylus. Yeah. So, I'm not even catching up. Very close. That kind of stuff you don't want to look at during the stream can really take out of the moment. Totally. And I got to train my eyes not to go there. To try to do that. So anyway, you put people in this position where they have to kind of use focus, use self-control, and that's a finite bank that we have, basically, is what they found, that once you've put someone through that, and then you ask them to then partake in another particularly taxing task, the group that already had to endure saying no to chocolate chip cookies for an hour plus had much less patience to do so. So it was kind of, asserting that we have this finite bank of self-control, this finite bank of, ability to pull from that reservoir of focus and all that and concerted effort. So when it comes to what we've endured now for a year plus, of complete changes to ways of life, school being disrupted, work being disrupted, everything that we've become accustomed to being open and available to us now being taken away. We're all experiencing our own reaching the bottom of our kind of self-control and focus buckets that we all carry to different degrees. Some of us have much deeper buckets that we can pull from, but overall we're kind of seeing that depletion, and it's tough. It's very tough to get to the bottom of that, because it stinks, quite honestly. All right, Lanny's getting killed again. What is this about? Why are they targeting her? And of course, Owl's taking it on the chin. I'm just gonna have to use heal potions for Lanny, I think. We are closing in. Water level, getting close to Kraken. I need to start picking it up, though. Oh my gosh, now we're poisoned. This is no good. I'm gonna go with that. Go with that. Go with Zeus Gauntlet and just try to get out of here. If he dies, he dies. You know? That's the best I got, because they're the only one getting attacked, it seems. Jeez! Seriously, the only one getting attacked. Lanny might be dead after this. Poison might take it out. Let's see if the heal potions can keep him in long enough. Sea snakes I'm not so worried about. Nope, there it goes. Shoot! Gotta use another life spell. Okay. Yeah, number 4. Absolutely the best one. Number 4 was absolutely the best one. You got James Brown living in America. You got Apollo Creed dancing as Uncle Sam in the ring. Lanny doing her Owl's impression. I know. I don't know why that had to happen just now, but let's get her back on her feet. And we got some... I got 60 of these. I feel confident I have enough to work through here. Uh-oh, used it on the wrong person. There we go. Let's move her around. Okay. Moving along. Let's go. Here comes Kraken time. So this one definitely fires ice at you. That I know. And then this one will go fast, and we'll go on nature. Oh, that's right. I saved a fast spell because last time Owls died immediately and didn't even cast it. But now he casted it. 196, big shot. That right there, that was a one-hit kill, what we just witnessed. Holy cow. Let's do anti-lightning. Let's do lightning 3. Jeez. Lanny taking it on the chin. 366. This guy's just laying into me right now. I should have used invisible too. Whoa! 7-hit crit. That was big. Let's move forward. 3 of them down. 3 of them down. But I only got 1 more revival spell. Then I gotta use... That's not going to be good. Then I'm going to have to use a lot more that I didn't want to. And now I got to use heal potions. This is not good. So I could press on and try. Or I could bite the bullet. It's 11:25. I could bite the bullet, exit out of the temple, and try to make it back on 1 more push now. I think I gotta try. If I could get the Mazmune I could have that with Nate on my way back through. Maybe I'll do that. This is tough. This is a tough decision now. I might need some input from you guys. Do I keep pushing? 7-hit crit. Do I keep pushing? So this, I've got this floor and then the end. This is nearing the end of the entire thing here. So I could push through and I could get... You think I got this? Darth Now to keep pushing. Here's the thing. Here's the gamble we're looking at. Okay? I'm on the second to last floor. I have to get through one more fiend, which is Tiamat, which we just faced earlier tonight. I have to then have enough in me to make sure that, number one, Alan doesn't die, because Alan's the only one that can revive my party. Okay? If Alan dies, it's over. I lose every bit of XP that I have gained to this point if I do not make it through all the way. If I die and have to exit out of here without finishing it, I'm going to lose every bit of XP that I have gained since I've entered this. So, I don't know. You can do it. I think you got this. Oh, you guys are gamblers! You guys are like your Kenny Rogers. You gotta know when to hold 'em. I feel like folding them. I gotta be honest. I feel like I could get the Mazmune, save the XP I've earned, shoot back, grab some heals. I'd have the Mazmune to walk through with Nate, and I have enough time to get there. I got a half hour left. I got enough time to get there clean, finish at midnight, and then it's done. But you guys want me to push. You guys want me to push. Well, guess who I'm here for? I'm here for you guys. Okay? I'm here for you guys. Do you want to know how here I am? That's how here I am. That was the Josh Allen wink. Okay? Look at that. Leveling up again. I'm going to lose all these levels. Just saying. Okay, just Nate. Alright, I'm saving 20 heals. Let's go down here. Here's where I get the extra sword that I need. Oh no. At least they're all undead. Mage staff and light axe. Let's see. Cool. Everyone missed so far. That's nice. Thought you were going to do a Scorpions Here I Am. Here I am! Rock you like a hurricane! That's a good one. And I know my voice is angelic. It sounds like a mix of Fergie and Jesus. So maybe we stick with that. I don't know. All right. Well, you guys have spoken. You said you want me to push. So I push. It's what I have to do. It's what's right. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yup. Absolutely. I think I just woke my kid saying that. I'm never going to make it through this. I'm going to have to find a weak enemy and use the heal items to make it through here. This better be a... Okay, rock gulls. That might actually work. I want to get rid of the first two, and then I got to just grind on these heal items to keep everyone safe. Because I'm running out of potions. I'm running out of purses! Okay. Oh, 80 damage. Terrible. Lost intelligence. Beautiful. Ineffective for everyone else. Nice shot. Okay. Let me do this then. Let me do the defense. Let me do the white shirt. And then let's do heal. And I'm going to have to just grind this a little bit. If I'm continuing, which I think that is the way that we got to go. So I'm continuing. according to you guys, that means I've got to sit in this battle for a little while and not attack this guy and hope that I can just use my heal items to restore the HP of this party, particularly Nate and Lanny, over and over by not attacking him and just sitting here. So I'll keep using that, and I will... It's all heal stuff now, so I'm tough to hit at this point. I gotta hope that they miss a few times and I can heal about 50 or 60 HP every time I get a round of battles here. Seems to be going okay so far. Whoa! Yes, we believe in him! The poll has spoken! I think it's surprising that you believe in me, but that works for me. If this goes belly up, blame me. Day! Whoa, 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 hang on, we got a new person here. What's up? Drakeville? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming in. We're nearing the end, man. You're right here. You're right here, and we're getting right to the end of this. We're the second last floor of the Temple of Fiends at the very end of this thing. Just trying to heal up and get my way through. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Arkville. That makes way more sense. Help me out. That's it. There we go. Well, thank you. Where are you joining us from? Are you part of the Level Up Discord, or are you just stumbling upon us from browsing around? What brings you to us tonight? I say tonight because I'm Eastern Standard Time and it's nighttime for me. Stumbled. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad that you did. We're right at the end, man. You're right here for the best part. I say best like in quotes because this is an old ass game, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, I got this battle. Go grab the sword. One more fiend, and then it's chaos. Well, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the party. Oh, one more of these. I think that's good. I think I got enough HP now that I can move on. Lanny doesn't look there like he's going to take one on the chin here. Woo! Jeez, startled the hell out of me. Yo, how about that? Largest army. Darth Nell. Look at that. Dr. Arkville, welcome to the stream. You got 30 days of ad free. If you ever want to come back and hang with us, come on in. You're not still 3. You're number 2, brother. You are number 2. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Gifts for everybody tonight. Jeez, you guys are going crazy tonight. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love to the new folks who have come on in. Oh my gosh. Come on, knock this guy out now. That's enough. Boom. It still says you're number 1. You should be. I know, I'm just trying to put the work in. Gotta put the work in. Here we go. Mazmune. Check out how good this sword is. So I got Excalibur 68 123. 79 138. This thing is awesome. Let's go. This is the push, guys. This is the push. That one's done. And I'll just take these out with this. Okay. Whew. I'll catch up eventually. Maybe. Really just wanted to overtake Nebs. Of course. This is like... The way that you guys are battling right now is like in Risk. You guys will lay out your territories on the board, and then eventually it just ends up being 2 people that just want to obliterate each other back and forth, and everyone else benefits. That's kind of what's happening right now, and I think the stream appreciates it. I think the chat appreciates it too, because really, you guys have just been pumping subs out to everybody, and everyone's like, thank you, I'll take that. So appreciate it. Keep on having your little feud there. It's working out for everybody. Easy, guys. I felt like Nevs laid out a challenge when I gifted my first sub, and he seemed offended that I tied him. Well, y'all gotta work that out. And I think, me personally, I think the only way to work out this sort of strife you have going is to just keep gifting subs to everybody. That's the only way I think it can be worked out. Now, I'm no psychologist, but from what I hear, This is kind of like the logic that says, hang on, I got sneeze. Sorry, I don't know what happened. This is kind of like the logic that says, if you don't want your kid to smoke cigarettes, just make them smoke like 2 packs. So I'm so tired of you guys gifting subs. You know what? Just gift subs to everybody. How about that? Okay? How about you do that? See how that makes you feel. All right. We're getting there. We're almost there. Climbing. I really love this sword. I have renewed vigor now for this because of that sword. I forgot how good it is. Quick, someone give 2 packs of cigarettes. Dude, up here in New York, that's like $20. And I don't smoke. I just know that people that smoke are not a fan of the price of cigarettes up here. All right, we're healed up. We're ready. We got Mazmune. We are ready for this. Let's get these stupid air pockets out of here. If anyone feels like gifting 2 packs of cigarettes, then I will be first in line. Okay. Sounds right. Good old Nelds. Good old Darth Nelda. Ugh, I'm glad I quit when I did. It was expensive years ago. I don't know what I do these days. You're not kidding. Expensive in a lot of ways. Financially and all that. But I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, you got to quit and it's, you got to do it for your, like, I get it. When you're addicted to something, it's hard. When you're addicted to something, it's very, very difficult to do. So, not going to browbeat anyone about it. I'd love to see people quit if they can because of how bad it is for you, but recognize what a challenge it is. So, if you're fighting through it, good luck. And, don't let anyone make you feel bad when you're putting forth your best effort to get off of it. It's true, though. Yeah, Darth Nelder, for some reason that just felt right. That sounds right. Darth's going to line up for the double gift cigarette pack. Oh, man. All right, come on. One more of these stupid things. Boy, this temple takes a long time. How long have I been in here? Like 30 minutes? Probably. You got to go so slowly through here so you don't run out of resources. Especially when you're trying to do it when you're under level. Which is what I'm at, but 100%. Legitimately, I only quit because it was too cold one day and I didn't want to go to the store to buy more. So I thought, fine, let's see how long I go without. Screw the cold weather. Wow, how about that? Interesting what motivates us sometimes. Interesting. Good for you. I've realized something about cold weather. Maybe you guys can help me with this. So, back in the day, that day was a Thursday. But back in the day, I would go out in the evening to, go out and party and have a few drinks with friends and stuff like that. And you'd go out. You would go out with your friends. 21, 22, 23, whatever. So you go out and have drinks and go hit the bars. When do you start getting ready for that? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock sometimes. People are getting ready at 11 p.m. The deuce, right, Nevs? Yeah. When do you get ready for that? 10, 11 o'clock sometimes. You'd get ready to go out somewhere. I'm at an age where I am physically ill thinking about getting ready at 10 or 11 o'clock to go do something. Now, on top of that, the other thing that I realized as I was thinking back through these days when I just thought that was normal, like that's just what I did, and I certainly understand that place in life. Do you realize I don't think I ever once thought about how warm it was going to be if I went out somewhere? Like the temperature of the air around me never came into play for me. Now, if it's like less than 40 degrees, I'm like, no. This is a survival bunker until further notice. No one's leaving this house. I never thought about it at all. I got ready at 9 p.m., but that was back in the 90s. Things were a lot simpler back then. 9 p.m. Yeah, that's right. Well, Starbucks, we got bars open until 4 o'clock here in Buffalo. 4 a.m. I don't know if that's like it everywhere, but yeah, so people were like, oh, they'll push it back. Oh, 11 o'clock, we'll get ready to go. Get out of here. 9 p.m. is at least reasonable sounding. Sounds like 9 p.m. Okay, get yourself ready, maybe out the door 9:30, 9:45, if you know, whatever. Hit wherever you're going. A couple hours, back by midnight, 1 o'clock, something like that. Dr. Arkville, I'm smoking a wood pipe. I buy a month's worth for 35 or 15. Wow, okay. Sometimes I go to work until midnight or later. Get my night started, be ready back to prep at 7. Good Lord. God bless you. Gladly you're ready to go to bed at that time. Yeah, you're right. That is all I will do at that time. Okay, time at, guys. It's this and then it's chaos, man. It's this and then it's chaos. Just got things going around 10:30. Finished by 1 home. Started to crash until 11. Yep, that's it. Restaurant is the different. Yes, restaurant is absolutely right. That is the rhythm you're in. Totally get it. And I knew that rhythm for a long time. Okay. Got lightning out. Good. Good. I think he might hit us with ice, but I had to start with that one. 258. Good. Good start. That should be enough for next time. Just don't murder somebody immediately. Whoa, good shot. Stay alive. Okay, Lanny's alive. Guys, I feel good about this. Guys, I feel good about this. Just saying. All right. Lanny's ready. No ice. Come on. Come on. This is us. By the way, This Is Us is a show I believe should be renamed People Crying in Different Rooms. Oh, no. He used poison smoke. All right. We'll get Lanny back up and running. Okay, let's just fight. That was a pointless thing to do. Why would I fight? I don't have anything good. Oh, Owls with the kill! Owls with the kill, guys! That's it. Last boss. It's time. Give me one more magic. I got one more? If I do life here... Yo, I'm happy about this right now. I think I got just enough resources to do this. Come on. I got just enough. This is beautiful. Couple more. Okay. Let's get her back in the spot. Perfect emote. No. Yeah, that's true. That was definitely a shank. He's got his little knife. Owls learned his battle techniques in the streets, man. That's what he did. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is it. I just never had much luck with the black belt in Final Fantasy when he always died like that. That's the rub, because he requires no armor and no weaponry, which is great. It saves you a ton of gold and everything like that. But ultimately, you can't equip him with the ribbon, because then it completely ruins him defensively, and he just starts dying all the time. So it is frustrating. I hear you there. All right, well, we'll hit a couple of heals here just to be sure, but now we're getting ready. We're getting ready. Chaos is coming. Chaos is coming, Star Fox. Chaos is coming, Paul, Rekko, Darth Nelder, Dr. Arkville. It's coming. It's coming. That was no good. I just got smoked. I can't have somebody die. That will really put a damper in my plans. All right, let's heal up. I gotta musk up. 60% of the time. It works every time. Get him. It's made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good. Okay. The mob is called an evil man. I know. Guys, it's here. Come on. I don't think there's enemies on this floor. Let's just get to chaos. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I got that weird feeling in my stomach right now. Because, this is on display for people to see. This isn't just me futzing around. Guys, look at this. I want you to see this. We have everybody with all but 1 HP, and I have 1 heal potion left. Is this meant to be? I'm using it. I think this is called for.
Remember me, Garland. Your puny lot thought it had defeated me. But the four fiends sent me back 2,000 years into the past. From here, I sent the four fiends to the future. The fiends will send me back to here, and the time loop will go on. After 2,000 years, I will be forgotten, and the time loop will close. I will live forever, and you shall meet your doom.
Look at this fucking guy. All right. This is the run. It's got to be. Couple of attacks. We've got to go with Magic of Wall. This should defend against everything. And then I'm good. And I think I need to do it for Nate because he's the most important. And then we're going to fire fast at Nate so that he's got the most attacks. Got to start here. Wall for him. Beautiful. Defend everything. It's a lot of damage to Lanny, but really not bad for everyone else. Boom! 475. I think Chaos has 2,000 HP. So we've already drained 700 of it. Let's do... I'm not even messing around. Let's do a Cure 4... Or no. Let's hit a... He just hit us with Ice. Let's hit a Fire. And let's hit Nuke. Let's go. 116. Pretty bad. But we got anti-fire, even though I already hit wall for everyone. I'm just making sure. Crack. Alright, Lanny's down. I figured that would happen. 8 hits, 360. We're over 1,000 HP. Let's go... I don't know. Do I need to do anything right now? Hey, Ice maybe? Just in case for the rest of the people down here. And then, what's my next spell? Ice 3. Knock that. Not great. 43. It's probably as good as it's going to do. That's not bad. 600! Come on! Come on, baby! Come on! Come on! Go and kill that chaos. Come on! Come on, Nate! Inferno. Seems hot. But somebody cast a fire, and you're going down, Chaos. You're going down, I say, old man. Oh! Oh, it's done! It's done! Check this! Woo! You guys told me. You told me I could do it. You told me we had enough power. Look at this. Nate with the freaking mass mune and fast and wall. He was musked up. Got him. Shout out. Shout out to all of you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Chaos is fallen. Look at this. This is beautiful. It has been 5 streams that it has taken.
The time loop is now broken. The 2,000-year-long battle is over, and peace prevailed. Control of the 4 elements, the earth, the wind, the fire, and the water, again belongs to the earth. Garland's hatred burned for 2,000 years. That hatred led the 4 powers to this world. Chaos was created from those 4.
I read it. Let's wait.
Evil dominated the world and covered it in darkness. But it is over now. Wrong has been set right. The Light Warriors are returning. As they travel in time, the world returns to normal.
Time travel's so great. Such a great theme. Sarah and Jane wait for them.
Of course. Garland does too. But when did it ever happen?
Worth it for the narration. Appreciate that.
Everything went mad in a day. The reason lies in the 2,000-year-long time loop. The four chose to become one force and fight against the four evil forces that set darkness upon the world. I think I need a whiteboard to map this out. When the four return, it will be their past. All signs of the battle with the forces will be erased. I really need a chalkboard for this, Final Fantasy, but the legend will live on, passed down by the dwarves, the elves, and the dragons.
Oh. So they are vanished. That's what we're finding out.
Passed on by peoples unsure where the story came from.
We need a corkboard and red and string like Charlie Day, and I think you're right.
The Light Warriors returned from their journey back in time 2,000 years.
Creators of Final Fantasy watch one too many episodes of Lost. You're probably right, Star Fox.
Their memories, stored deep in their hearts, will protect the world. God bless them. Never forget the good and true.
My voice hurts from doing this. Good Lord, there's a long ending.
Never turn the four powers to You can't go invoking the dark side. You can't Star Wars Hawk.
That's going to cost it points in the rating.
And truth will always live in the hearts of the people.
Nev's 80's a Lost fan.
The warrior who broke the 2,000-year time loop is truly a light warrior. That warrior was you.
Darth Nelder never a fan of Lost.
May the orbs always shine.
Wow, look at the timing of this, too. We're going to get right off stream right in the nick of time. Oh, look at this. We get a little The End graphic. This is pretty good, man. Ooh, Nev's got some fighting words to close our stream tonight. Don't forget to give a sub. You're absolutely right. We finished. We finished. I got to log on here and do it. I don't know the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to have to... Dude, I don't know. Shoot, how do I do this? Paul, gift it, and I'll get back to you. Paul, gift a sub to somebody. I'm going to get it back to you. I'll Venmo you. Guys, we did it. Chaos is finished. No, not Paul. Well, get in on it. First one. Go ahead. Go ahead, you three that want to compete with your egos. I know this is clearly just helping keep Paul in one spot. Here, hang on a second. I gotta buy these things. I don't have any sub tokens right now. I gotta get my own. I gotta do something. I'm such a degenerate. Let's go. Nah, I can't do it from here. And if I try to pull it up on my browser, I'm gonna end up zapping the stream. Not that it really matters, I think, at this point. Guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing this. All right, hang in there for a couple minutes. Let me pull up my browser and get the... There it is! Paul did it! To Star Fox! Star Fox, you are the recipient of the Final Fantasy is Complete sub for our channel. So I hope you enjoy that. Ad-free for 30 days and enjoying my lovely mug as an emote. All right. Guys, what did we do, man? This was a great stream. Oh my gosh. The energy and the participation, I really loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got through. We know what we're doing. What do we got? We got Streets of Rage 2 for Tuesday. Look at these goals, bro. Come on now. That was great. That was incredible. Oh, yeah, Paul went ahead and turned over a soldier on that one. Well, what are you going to do? That's Paul for you. Guys, thank you. Guys and gals, thank you so much for doing this. I'm glad that we did it. 5 streams of Final Fantasy. The Ice Cave was brutal to get through. Brutal to get through. That was kind of Rackadactylus picked us up after the Ice Cave. Gave us a little cheer, and I appreciated that. We had some new folks in tonight. I hope anyone that was new and lurked or popped on enjoyed themselves. If you didn't chat, still appreciate you. I hope you come back and enjoy. Streets of Rage 2 is next. Hard mode. And once we finish on hard mode, it unlocks Mania mode. And Mania is insane. And I'm probably going to get destroyed, but that is what I'll attempt. I'm going to do it on the mini Sega, I believe, which I have because I'll have the Sega controller that I can use, which is the more vintage feel for that. We'll do some changes and we'll do hopefully some upgrading of some things over the weekend, maybe just overlays and making things look a little cleaner while not zapping everything. Appreciation to Scuba Saul for coming over through the invite I sent him. I really appreciate you checking it out. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. Level Up Discord, fantastic support. Thank you to everyone from there that came out for that. Initial D, appreciate your organizing it and your help and your raid. Everyone that raided there, Simple Mom Gaming, Black Kuma, aka D, all you guys. And I'll go ahead and shout you out on the Discord after this. Get to sleep, everybody. It's been a long trek through Final Fantasy, and we're going to pick up next Tuesday at 9 with Streets of Rage 2. So, have a good night, all. Peace out. Peace and love.